Hell yeah. All right. Settle in for very normal, nothing crazy going on right now at CockTails. Come on in, everybody. I'm excited for this one. I got all the ingredients today. I mean, my lime juice might not be fresh squeezed, but besides that, I mean, come on, people. What do you expect from me? I had to make sure my flask of Crimson Tears was fully upgraded in Elden Ring right before this. I didn't have time to squeeze lemons. Or limes. Well, CockTails! Nuka Babe, I think, is turned into a cave person. You should be fucking scared, Witchy Rich. I'm gonna scare your rich ass. Your witch rich ass. You can see him? Oh, okay. Not yet. Me what? CockTails. Where's everybody? Come on, it's a good night to join. We got this craziness going on. Oh no, what? Oh, okay, yeah, there it is. There's craziness happening in the world today. All right. Was everybody scared? Scared of public current discourse about stuff. We get started in just a couple minutes here, ladies and gents. Yo, Jamarma, what's up? 5 months. Yeah, dog. What's up? Oh, here they come. Now I just got the bloat of numbers. Howdy doody. Get my name out of your damn mouth. All right, please leave me, machine. Can we please for a moment? This is going to be a doozy. We'll definitely be talking about it because obviously... Can't stick around much, but I was listening to Roundtable when I got the notification you were streaming. Dude, hell yeah, Royale with cheese. You call me bloated, I'm going to... All right, please, Kyle. Unbelievable. Hey, I just wanted to pop in to say the new Whisper was awesome. Thank you so much, Shin Elix. We did a Fantastic Four episode for Wizard of the Bruiser. We just did an episode on The Sims and got a pro Sims streamer. Hi, Emma Nicole joined us. It was awesome. She's still streaming right now? She's streaming earlier. No, she's off. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna start right when my clock says 4:05. I'm gonna play the intro music. Rated up. Yes, the news fucking slaps. Absolutely. I refuse. All right, the one fucking annoying played out joke that I refuse to hear again is about how Will Smith got into one little fight at the Oscars and his mom got scared. I cannot hear it again. It is so hacky. It started the second that the incident happened. I cannot hear it again. Yes, I got a pro sim streamer high. No, I don't know if she does that. She should, though. It is not good. I cannot, and Fresh Prince, Prints, I cannot hear it anymore. It is so played out. Bandit Drugs, what's up? Hey, thanks so much, Lampoodle. I do have one very important question, though. Will we be having an April Reels Day celebration? 100%. Jackie had her flight moved in order for us to make sure it happens. All right, let's get this. All right, yo, home, smell you later, please. No more Fresh Prince. I got into one little fight at the Oscars, and my mom got scared. I cannot hear it. I cannot hear it. It's so hacky. All right, let's do this. God, it's hacky. All right, here's some more hack shit for you. Woo! But if you do donate for us to do the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song as karaoke, which I'm sure is inevitable for this evening, I'm sure we'll be happy to oblige. Money talks. CockTails, woo, with Jeff and Holden and Carly. CockTails, woo, with Jeff and Holden and Carly. CockTails, woo, with Jeff and Holden and Carly, making jokes for you. It's so annoying that like the whole theme song has our two names over and over again. So even to just go back and change it will be a complete redo of the entire song.
I'm not bothered at all.
Woo, with Jeff
I like the song. I feel included.
And Carly Holden with Jeff. Maybe we'll call it Carl Tales or something. That sucks. Welcome to CockTails, ladies and gentlemen. Holy Lord, what an amazing look. We can absolutely talk about what everyone's talking about today, or we cannot as well. That's completely fine as well. Oh no, I missed
all the news today. I have no idea what you guys are fucking talking about. Something about Will Smith?
Yeah, something about Will Smith. It is. We'll get into it. Who's the bad guy from DuckTales? Well, there's the three bandits, and there's those three bandit guys, those brothers. I think those are the bad guys, right? And he has a nemesis. He has a like a duck nemesis as well. I forgot his name though. Pardon me, but is this not a woohoo?
Also the rich.
Not a woo. Yeah, it is a woo. But you know, I mean, I like to switch it up. You know what I mean? I'm a bit of like a I like to change. You know, I like it over and over again and it to change. This is actually I'm a creature of habit that rejects the habit that like it's always like battling itself. Like I don't want to do the same thing every day, but also I naturally want to. Oh my God, you guys, Jeff really is like this. He's not doing a thing. He didn't hear about it. Seriously, Jeff?
I didn't. I was crazy busy all day today. Did this happen? Did something happen today? I actually had like the busiest day at work ever.
What? You didn't watch the Oscars last night?
I didn't know the Oscars were on last night.
I didn't watch the Oscars either, but I know.
I wish I was kidding, but I had no. I feel like it's just saturated in the culture every year. How come nobody told me the Oscars were last night?
I cannot.
I don't know.
Believe that. But that's great because then we get to tell somebody about it, right? Which is probably something we should do, right? We should explain what happened before we give our fucking stupid takes about it. So, but before we do that, we're going to make a drink. Damn it. Because I'm not going to talk about this without a nice sip and drink. Lexi got these like rainbowy Moscow Mule cups. They're kind of hard to see in the light, but it's like rainbowy.
They're iridescent.
Yes. Yeah, it looks like oil when after it rains or whatever it is. You know what I mean? All right, let's do this. Here's the drink tonight. It is the Holdenator Mule. Vodka, fresh lime juice, ginger beer. And there's a footnote here. This is the name. There's never been a different name associated with this drink ever. So that's interesting. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me just trying to turn it down a little bit. I don't want to turn it all the way down. So here we go. Step one is going to be 2 parts vodka. Jeff already has the mixing table out, so we're just mixing it right. I don't even need the mixer right here. Is what you're revealing to me.
Yeah. And you can kind of eyeball these as well. I mean, you don't necessarily need to follow this. You can kind of do the Moscow Mule to taste.
Well, I'll do it. I like to do it right on to the directions first drink, and then of course, as I get sloppier, it just gets thrown into a grab bag, essentially a literal bag. I start drinking out of a bag once I get too drunk.
Like a little hamster?
Like a little, yeah, exactly. 1/2 part fresh lime juice. Oh, this lime juice I got is so fresh. Don't even worry about how fresh it is. It's incredibly fresh. Yeah, well, yeah. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag, Nuka? She's a man, baby. Thank you, Kyle, for gifting the lovely Nuka babe a sub. That is so well-deserved. It's not even funny. Step 3, 3 parts ginger beer. I guess I'll just... That I'm not gonna do shots of.
So just to make sure that my wife and I get the exact same amount.
Yeah, I get that totally. But I'm gonna empty one of these. This looks like about 3 shots right here. One of these little cans of ginger beer.
That's right.
That looks good to me. And then I'm gonna stir with my finger. You guys can do it however you want at home, but I like to stir with my fingy. And my fingy goes, "Oh, I'm getting drunky." Mwah.
No.
Here, ooh, singes the nostrils. Oh my goodness. All right, and then here we go. Thank you again, Kyle. That's really sweet of you. He's such a sweet guy. He also has a stream you guys should check out. I feel like you already know that, but if you don't, follow him because it's not just the stream I follow on Fridays, or Raid rather. He also is streaming like every afternoon, doing some God of War lately, was doing some Life is Strange recently. Oh, and you're on Our SmackDown tonight. Amazing, Kyle. I love that. We'll be rating that, especially because you're on it tonight. Hell yeah, Anxious Spider-Man. What's up? What can't he do? Make love to a woman. All right, here we go. I'm sorry. That's not. I didn't mean. It's funny. It's a joke. You know what I mean? I'm sure you make love. Run long distance or make love to a woman. Yes, there you go. Step 4: stir in copper cup. Get it. I stopped doing the research portion of this stream a long time ago, but I am actually really curious as to where the copper cup thing came from when it comes to Moscow Mules, because it really is always in this type of. Mine looks a little different because it's rainbow, but it is also a copper cup. Cheers, guys. Here you go. Vanna White, are you not calling it a Will Smith mule because of everything going on? Understandable, absolutely. The war in Will Smith is keeping us from calling it a Will Smith mule. I love a Moscow Mule, too. This is absolutely delicious. This is trouble right here in a cup. Well, and also, Carly, were you sipping on a Moscow Mule literally last week as well?
Yeah, no, this is what is funny is we've had them around a good bit, and these are troublesome little drinks.
Yes.
They are easy peasy to drink, and the ginger beer that we have also is alcoholic.
Oh,
so
wow.
sneaky.
Yeah, okay. Well, that'll
and
fucking...
we
that's like
decided,
when I was mixing White Claw with vodka. That was getting me too shitty, so I had to stop doing that.
I bet. We decided recently that we were going to cut back on them.
Oh, funny.
And when we looked at
there
the
you
drink
go.
tonight, I was like, cool.
More
so now
mules.
we're doing just less of the vodka.
Also, get just normal ginger beer. That would also help.
It's really delicious.
Somebody did request the ingredients again.
Yeah. Let me go back through it here. Vodka, fresh lime juice, ginger beer. 2 parts vodka. 1/2 part fresh lime juice. 3 parts ginger beer. Stir in copper cup. Love the hand. I just noticed the hands. Get it. That's the Holdenator's Mule right there. Boom, ladies and gentlemen. And what did somebody say? If anybody was worried about the use of vodka, I saw a really good comment. Where was it? Dang it. Apparently, where was it? Here we go. Let me get in the comments. Sorry, it's taking me a second. A fun thing I learned after the Russian invasion is that Smirnoff vodka is owned by a British company, and the stuff we get in the USA is made, distilled is the better word, in Illinois. The more you know. So, if you're worried about supporting,
Somebody told me that I could call it an Illinois mule, because, actually, But, I went with a Holinator Mule because, come on.
All right, so here we go. This is from Kyle, and I'm just going to assume it's complete horseshit, but it might be the truth. Let's just see about the history of the copper cups. The cups were invented in 1941 by a woman named Sophie Brzezinski. She had immigrated to the United States from Russia and was carrying a heavy burden. 2,000 solid copper mugs. Sophie's father owned and operated a copper factory in Russia known as the Moscow Copper Co. Back in Russia, Sophie had created the design for the original copper mug that is now so famously linked to the Moscow Mule cocktail. Her father ran the presses that stamped out the mugs. Okay, the fact that there was nothing dark or absurd in that story actually makes me think that is true. Thank you so much, Kyle, our research expert in chat, for letting us know how it happened. I love that it happened out of just a weird. Yeah, I love those
Necessity
situations.
to get rid of mugs.
Yeah, I love those situations where it just happened because somebody just had way too many of these mugs, so now they're always like literally everywhere you get them. I've never had a Moscow Mule served to me or someone else, not in a copper cup like that. So that's pretty. It's pretty. But it does taste perfect for the cup, right? What is that?
I like how cold it feels.
Yeah, the cold is awesome because
Nice.
it's like a summery drink a little bit, and then the ginger beer just tastes right in that copper cup. I love it. My uncle who works at Nintendo says they made them and they wouldn't lie. Oh, interesting. Wait, who made them? Also, a new study just showed that the copper mugs leach some undesirable chemicals in the drinks. Granted, you'll need to drink a fuck ton of them to actually poison yourself, but that's good. The poison helps, you know what I mean? I mean, that's like, why people eat mushrooms. You're purposely poisoning yourself. Well, the cocktail was invented at Cock and Bull Pub on the Sunset Strip. It was actually named after the mug, so that answers your question of what came first, the mug or the cocktail. Fantastic. Wow, XAOD. All right? You're in CockTails jail. You're in cock jail. Okay? So you can't use the letter A in any of your comments for the next hour. Okay? So,
Whoa.
yeah. That's
hour?
Yeah, that's cock jail.
That's too much jail.
You cannot use the letter A, and if you lie again in chat and we catch you or you admit it, I'll add another vowel to the list, okay? And it'll be probably E, okay? The worst one to add. A struggling vodka maker and a struggling copper mug maker teamed up and invented the drink. That's awesome. Yes, cock jail as a part of CockTails.
I feel it was great. I love them.
All right, and also before we explain to Jeff what happened last night, I cannot believe it. I'm thrilled, man. I can't believe it. First of all, I mean, you can go ahead and maybe look up the video of it as we describe it, but I don't even want to tell you what happened until I'm going to lay it all out for you. I'm going to tell the tale as if you're a kid on my lap. And you're like, Daddy, please tell me, a story from your forbidden past. You know what I mean?
I'm picturing Will Smith like going up to get an award and like John Wicking his way through the crowd and the pencil in Harrison Ford's temple, like that.
Okay, so it involves Will Smith and physical violence at least.
Somebody said, yeah.
All right, I'll explain just a second. Okay, so cocktails incentives: $5 for a toast or roast to you. $10 for one of us to perform karaoke. You can choose the song, and you can do so right there at the link. So please consider it. I'd love to give a toast or a roast to start things off. I'd love to get some karaoke later. Carly has the voice of an angel. Jeff dances like a Moscow Mule, and he has two lovely daughters.
Moscow Mule.
He has, they used to call him the Moscow Mule on the dance floor back when he was in his Saturday Night Fever disco days in New York City, when he was wearing bell bottoms and no shirt, just a light jacket. And he used to do
blowing Mick Jagger in the toilets. Yeah, it was like.
Oh my God, yeah. How many times did you do blow with Mick Jagger on a over a toilet? It is unbelievable.
Rascal.
We're not even gonna get into that. Jeff, what? From TMZ? Okay, sorry.
Okay, so before we get into that though, I want to talk about something a little positive first. I want to give a shout out to maybe some people who were in my chat who were a part of this. On Saturday, I did an extra special stream. It was the part of the Gamers for Giving marathon. I played 4 hours of Elden Ring. You guys got me to 4 hours. I was going to do 3 and then an extra hour if I reached my first goal, which we did, and then we reached our second goal. We raised money for Gamers Outreach, which supplies gaming, like entertainment devices and these like little gaming console things to children in hospitals all over the country and some other parts of the world. It's an amazing charity. The whole marathon total, they raised over $1 million, but this amazing community was able to raise $1,000 of that, which is really fucking cool. She's a man, baby. A toast to free the A. I'll give you a toast to free the AAOD. Yeah, it's the problem, too. You can't even reference yourself, bro. It's unbelievable. So thank you so much, everybody. Team of Whiskey Nick, I know you donated. Forgive me, it's hard to remember everybody who donated, but Greatly appreciate it. It was so much fun. And yeah, $1,000. I was hoping we would get there. I was at the very least hoping we could reach that minimum goal of $500. And you guys got me there. And I had a great time just playing Elden Ring and hanging out with you guys. I read a comma as a period and thought you were the only person that raised money for a second. Then I read the tweet. There you go. Absolutely perfect. But anyways, yeah, that's awesome, and thank you again. And it was just really cool to get to be a part of that. It's cool. I think maybe it's like just having done Twitch for so long, I'm finally getting invited to some cool stuff like that. Alkaline, thank you for the $5. Do you want a toast or a roast? I don't see a comment under that. Whatever you want, man. As long as it's a toast or a roast. By whatever, I mean one of two things. So, anyways, thank you everybody for who donated to that. And hell yeah, dude, it was really cool.
$1,000 tonight, and all proceeds of which will go to me and Curly.
All the proceeds will go to Jeff and Carly. Actually, if we make that much money, I will take a cut of that. Thank you so much. $25 from I Don't Really Play Video Games, toast from Holden and Jeff, and my roast from Carly. I'm back from Houston finally. Also, songs for, I believe, Carly and Jeff. Thank you so much, Carly and Jeff, songs of their choosing. That was a $25 donation. So we will do a toast from myself and Jeff, a roast from Carly to I Don't Really Play Video Games, and then 2 songs. And so good to see you again, I Don't Play Video Games. I was wondering where you were at, but I just really assumed you were gigging, which is fantastic. I think that's what you were doing, but regardless. So anyways, thank you guys. That's the positive news. Now let's get into it, Jeff, the slap heard around the world. Carly, were you watching the Oscars or not?
No, but I saw some of it late last night and then today.
It was amazing. I was watching it live, and so was MJ and Jackie. And yeah, the reality show, that's awesome. I don't really play video games. And it was one of those crazy, like, for page 7, it's like amazing because we all three just happened to actually be watching it at the same time. We were already texting each other about like other shit that was going on in the show, and then it just happened in front of us. I remember Lex and I was like playing with Winnie in the living room, like we were half paying attention, and then all of a sudden like the sound cut out, and we saw that something. We were like, "What the fuck?" Like we kind of missed it, but of course it immediately got posted. The uncensored version got posted on Twitter. So Jeff, let me regale you with a tale, okay? This was so crazy. Chris Rock gets up to present an award, I believe Best Documentary. And honestly, you got to watch the video. Watch the uncensored video. I think it aired uncensored in Japan. Okay? And forgive me, chat. I know that if this maybe was the one thing you've been staring at all day on Twitter, forgive me if you're sick of hearing about this, but I can't believe Jeff doesn't know. And if anybody else maybe happens to not know what happened, then, you know, it's fun for them too. Okay? So bear with me while I tell this story, okay? Chris Rock comes out to literally every post on Twitter. I've been like staring at Twitter all day. It's amazing, and terrible and awful. But anyways, but I have to talk about it on page 7, and I'm still trying to figure out even like what to say, especially because like Twitter's the fucking worst, man. Twitter is a war zone of terrors. It is hell on earth. It's so bad. So anyways, and the Uncensored is also on TMZ, because it's like you see something happen and it feels so cut and dry to you, and you're like, oh, well, everybody's going to feel this way. And then you go on Twitter and you just see the craziest reactions to the same event, and it just boggles the mind. But anyways, so Chris Rock comes out to do, what's up, Faded Peen? Chris Rock comes out to announce the award, okay? He's making some jokes up top. First of all, he's made a joke about Javier Bardem and Penelope Cruz. They're both up for Oscars, and he's joking around about, like, one of them can't, like, win and the other one lose or whatever, right? Or whatever, joking about their marriage. Then he turns to Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, who are up in the front, because Will Smith's up for King Richard, right? That documentary about the Venus twins, right? And he's saying some stuff, and he says to Jada Pinkett Smith, I forget exactly what he says, but he makes a joke about how she is G.I. Jane 2, because she's got, with the bald head, and that she's got the look. I mean, honestly, it's also, she's just like ripped like G.I. Jane and all this kind of stuff. Will Smith then walks onto the stage, open hand, fucking smacks the fuck out of Chris Rock in front of everybody. Chris Rock shows a lot of constraint in that moment. Does not like, he sort of takes the hit and he just goes, wow. And Will Smith just kind of walks right back down. He's like, wow, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me. And then Will Smith, and all this kind of got cut out from the censored version. And then Will Smith, oh, yeah, we'll talk about that, too. I love how it's like, oh, well, since men can't do the nasty stuff towards women on award shows, we have to have the women doing it to men for some reason. Like, why don't we just skip that part where they're groping them and stuff? Anyways, so then Will Smith from the audience, I think a lot of people are like, that was staged or something. You know what I mean? Everyone's kind of like in shock. And then Will Smith twice just goes, keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. Twice, like real mad, right? And Chris Rock's just like complete. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, you've been on stage before. I don't know if you probably emceed or something before, Jeff. I mean, could you imagine that happening? I mean, he's just flabbergasted. He gets through the announcement of the award. Another annoying thing is, Loriander, you forgot to mention, he first laughs at the joke. You see him laughing at the joke, but then his wife is clearly upset, and she looks over at the wife and then decides to retaliate. So he actually laughed at the joke at first, which is fucking insane. Sumo B says, this is a quote from Marcus Aurelius. You always own the opinion of having no opinion. There is never any need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you can't control. These things are not asking to be judged by you. Leave them alone. Marcus Aurelius, he would have hated Twitter. Absolutely. It has been take city today. It has been absolute take city today. It's so crazy. I think I kind of... All right, first of all, I love Chris Rock. Huge Rock fan. I think some background also. Apparently, Chris Rock went after Jada Pinkett Smith in, I think, 2016 when he hosted because a lot of people, some people protested by not showing up with the hashtag Oscars So White back in the day about, it still is an issue Golden Globes are dealing with right now. And he made the joke like, how do you boycott something you weren't even invited to, essentially, all right, or whatever. So some people say Will Smith already kind of had it out for Rock in the past. He made jokes in the past. Then also, apparently, and I didn't know this either, Jada Pinkett Smith has had alopecia and has struggled with that, and it's been like this big issue for her. And she's been very kind of outspoken about that. And so it was like kind of a... It was a joking about, I think doing a joke about a condition they can't control isn't a good look. I could see it, Nuka, but I don't think physical violence is a reasonable reaction. But there's two different camps now, split, right? I'd say for the most part. It's the main two different camps of that man physically assaulted another man live on camera at a giant awards event. He should have, that's assault. He should have been removed from the event, maybe even arrested, yada, yada, yada. Then there's also the camp of talk shit, get hit. And that's kind of where everybody lies on Twitter. I personally at home, when I watched it, my initial reaction was definitely, she's a man, baby. Toast the best man in trap, it will do, dude. Hell yeah, Hal. Thank you, Hal Dog. My initial response was definitely in the former camp, right? He should have spoken to him in private. Yeah, for sure. Of like, it's super not okay to do that, especially from the perspective of having done a lot of comedy. The idea that we're kind of, I hate to use the word normalizing because that's such an annoying word people use on Twitter. You know what's also we got to stop saying on Twitter because it's just become annoying? Context matters. And I know context matters, but shut the fuck up. It's you're just parroting shit at this point. Nobody said that today, but I'm just so sick of seeing that. Anyways, it was just a man-child having a tantrum. That's kind of how I feel, Kyle. Now, I get that it was maybe insensitive to make a joke about somebody's condition. I didn't know about the condition. I thought that was a stylistic choice she was making. You know what I mean? I literally thought it was a fashion choice. I feel like I've seen a lot of women, doing the, like, no hair thing, right? As kind of like, you know what I mean? And I had no idea. Maybe the onus was on him to not make a joke like that unless he knew what the condition was in. Exactly.
I'm picturing Jada Pinkett being all ripped, having like shaved head, and looking like really awesome. Like actually,
Yeah. Also, I feel like G.I. Jane 2 isn't like an insult because she's like hot as fuck in that movie. You know what I mean? But that's just kind of my personal feeling about it. They clap for okay. Then Jeff, like 15 minutes later, he knew she has alopecia. Okay, I didn't know. I don't know about that. Whatever. You know what I mean? Exactly. That's where it's nuanced. It's like he shouldn't have made the joke. Rock said he didn't know either. So that's the thing. I didn't know she had alopecia. Right. I didn't make the joke either. So I guess if you're gonna make a joke like that, maybe no. But at the same time, comedians make a million jokes. Now the onus is on us to like fucking Google every single time we're gonna make a little offhanded joke. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's where I kind of fall a little all over the place. You know what I mean?
I was about to say that I don't know. I didn't know that she had alopecia either. But then again, I didn't know that the Oscars were on last night. So I guess it's probably unlikely that I'm ever gonna that I would know something like her skin condition.
Yeah, exactly, Lamp Puddle. And also, like, I don't know. I just wouldn't have... my mind didn't naturally go to, like, she has no hair because she has a condition when I see Jada Pinkett Smith. Like, I literally had just never gone there with my mind. I literally go, that's a fashion choice that people make. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me, right? So I guess I'm at least just saying straight up, I could totally see how I could make that mistake as a comedian. You know what I mean? And make a joke based on like, and also, by the way, G.I. Jane is like hot as shit. I don't know. It's just me. But at the same time, I totally understand the reaction. I see a lot of people, or a decent amount of people online being like, my wife or child or someone has struggled with that all their lives. So I don't think physical violence is the answer, but I understand, right? So like, yes, okay, totally. I get it. Now this is the weird part, and this is the part I think is like, I think really ridiculous. He's not removed from the event, which I kind of first of all think, hey, I think maybe he should have been removed from the fucking event. If you're gonna fucking walk on stage and hit somebody in front of everyone, a live thing, I just think maybe you're maybe an issue, right? Instead, Jeff, literally like 15 minutes later, he wins. Yeah, he wins for Best Actor.
I'm reading that right now.
Then he gets on stage with tears in his eyes, and he literally says, like, God told him to do. I'm paraphrasing here, so forgive me if I say something incorrect. But in general, it just sounded mentally off. He's saying like God is asking him to protect his family. He's saying like he's trying to just turn himself into this like victim hero in his speech, and I thought that was nuts. And he got a standing ovation from the audience. I just thought it was fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like, but
standing ovation. I didn't know that.
He got a standing ovation when he went up to accept the award. I just like, I was flabbergasted. So I was like, okay. So and if you read Twitter, it's the same thing. Talk shit, get hit. Right now, we're just making it. And at the end of the day, this is just a crazy ass thing that happened. Hopefully, it doesn't have like gigantic ramifications. But just in case, if it does, we just kind of like normalize it being okay for any random person to walk up on a stage and physically assault someone on stage, which I think, especially from my performance background, I think is completely fucked up. For by the way, and you can decide that it's totally fucked up, the joke he made. But at the end of the day, it was a fucking G.I. Jane joke. It was a throwaway joke. I had no idea. I only know about the alopecia because Will Smith hit him in the face. I would have not even thought twice about that joke. You know what I mean? Like, it's interesting, you know? But I'm trying to be open to the part where it's like, Rock was so in the wrong. You know what I mean? But it's it's hard for me to get there because I think physical violence is super wrong. I think that it's super not cool to do that to a comedian on a stage. It's a really weird time to be a stand-up comic It just period. And that's just that. That's not me making an argument for either way. Chris was even realized that the joke sort of bombed before Will got up. Yeah, he even said it was like, it was just kind of a throwaway. Well, like, was it? I think he even said something like that because it was just it was like this kind of whatever joke. Yeah, did we forget about Dimebag Daryl? Dude got shot while on stage by a fan who came up. That's why they don't play that shit at concerts. Yeah, there's a level of crazy. So I just felt like, and then also I did feel like Rock handled it really well. So I can totally see how the joke was a misstep, was wrong. I also just totally see how Will could have said something in his speech about it. He could have talked to Chris Rock afterwards. He could have said something about it on social media or on the, they have a bunch of platforms as a family where they talk about. And in fact, there's another video, by the way, of Will Smith getting mad at a reporter and smacking them in the fucking head in the past. So I just think that I'm not super cool with that. You know what I mean? And people did bring up the John Moreno. By the way, Roundtable fans have brought up already the John Moreno backslap from college. But I will say this right now. That wasn't cool. And I've talked about how that wasn't cool. And that was a very isolated incident. And we were kids and we were idiots. And it wasn't cool. So I will. And I did do it on stage in front of. I will also say I did not say it do that on stage in front of a bunch of people. It was at least in a private in a green room. And he did ask me. He literally stared at me in the face and he kept telling me to hit him. By the way, so I just want to exonerate myself. He got in my face, just kept saying, "Hit me." All right, which is correct. You know what I mean? All right.
Yeah, it was not cool. It
was he being serious? I don't know the story. So,
we were genuinely mad at each other. I was pissed at him because he was like, it was so dumb. It was back when we took everything too seriously. It was back when we took the show too seriously. And then we had to go up and he had to be a rapping baby and I had to be his record exec or whatever. So it was all that we were fucking. We were 19. We were 20. We were 20 years old or whatever. It still doesn't make up. But anyways, Will said he will make up with Chris Rock when Chris apologizes. Will also avoided all reporters after the show, which you normally don't do at Oscars. Yeah, of course he did. And that's crazy. I just think the whole thing's crazy. Rock, I don't think has said anything. The Academy, by the way, Jeff, just to finish this up, and then we can bring it open to the round table of the reactions from YouTube. A couple more little factoids.
Okay, good. Check it.
What was the thing? What was I gonna say? Apple Cart. I'm sorry. I saw you complaining about people are talking about this, but Jeff literally didn't know it was going to happen, and it's CockTails. We have to talk about it.
Anybody who's going, God,
no, I was going to talk about it. I was going to. I have to talk. I mean, it's my job. I do a pop culture podcast. I have to know. I have to talk about it. What was the thing I was going to say? I already forgot. No, but you're not allowed to make that joke, Mean Cuisine. Everybody made that joke today, and I'm tired of it. You could have thrown down so many fucking your bald wife jokes. He should get a medal for his restraint. Yeah, absolutely. I forget what I was going to say. I had one more factoid, but I forget what it was. The Academy's Twitter then later that night was like, here at the Academy, we don't condone violence. And then let's celebrate all of the winners from tonight, in the same tweet. And everyone was literally like, you literally just condoned it. What are you talking about? You literally just not only did nothing, but then gave him an award and a platform right after he did something violent. Whatever. However you feel about it. Hey, talk shit, get hit. If you want to sit in that camp, I'm not going to fucking argue with you. But that's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. So anyways, yeah. All right, Jeff.
I'm proud that I didn't even know that the fucking Oscars were last night. It's so stupid. I just picture this a bunch of stupid old dudes, rich guys, being like, we're going to celebrate this, and stupid white rich guys, I should say, right. And this kind of nonsense and how stupid that is. We don't condone violence, and just what you said right there, and it's and then.
I mean, I just
it's so annoying. I can't fucking stand award ceremonies for the most part anyway. But the Oscars, I just find
Yeah.
I think the Oscars are what I like it because I love film. And I love it because it's a celebration of a lot of good movies that came out in the year prior, right? And it kind of gets me to watch a bunch of movies, right? I watched Coda over the weekend. That won Best Picture. It was awesome. I'd super recommend it. It was really good. You know, it gets me. Yeah, Jaden Smith tweeted, and that's how we do it afterwards as well. I saw that. Great family over there, just super into it. You know, and then other people are just like, yeah, you talk shit, you get fucking hit. But I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. I believe Chris Rock when he said he didn't know she had alopecia. I think I easily could have made that mistake because I don't necessarily see someone with no hair, like a woman with no hair, and think, oh, she must have I don't know how to describe an ailment or something like that.
Condition.
A condition? You know what I mean? I'm just sorry. If you want my honest, like, that's how I would feel. So in that context, I think I would have easily made the same as, I don't know if I would have made a hacky G.I. Jane 2 joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But exactly, Kyle. Like, or he would have, or like he's a comedian who's been in the business for years. If he was going to make a dangerous joke like that, if he knew it was going to be like a touchy joke, he would have, it wouldn't have just been some throwaway thing. You know what I mean? He would have, like, really thought it through before. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was just kind of a hacky, random, I don't know. I don't get it. And I think it just, also, I think, by the way, Questlove won for Summer of Soul. Like, literally, that was why Chris Rock was up there to give out the award for Best Documentary. That movie was great. His whole moment was completely overshadowed by this fucking man-child. And that sucks. You know what I mean? I think that really fucking blows. And, I don't know. I think it's also, by the way, totally stupid. Yes, let's talk about the real issues. Why does Elden Ring not have a difficulty slider?
Go back to the last 2 episodes of CockTails.
Right.
We'll talk about
it.
It's so good.
You're going to say Curly, right?
Just real quick, I mean, I haven't commented at all because I just think the whole thing is really unfortunate.
Yeah, the whole thing.
I'm not, I don't want to break it down. It's just complete, like, that's a bad time for lots of reasons. And I gotta say, not so much not justifying what Will Smith did, but what I see is someone who is having some mental health crisis.
But yeah,
thing. And it's no excuse. But like, that's kind of, and then now knowing it's gonna reverberate so much.
In all these different ways, because I'm also seeing a lot of takes on Twitter being like, this is a cultural issue, and white people need to, like, not speak towards this issue, which is an interesting take. There's a lot, there's also, to me, I think I side in 2 different spot, right? I side, what's up? It's CockTails. I think I side more on 2 different things, which is why I'm more Rock's corner.
But maybe
it's not cool to do physical violence against, especially a comic on stage, especially if it's, in my opinion, a pretty, like, I get it how it's offensive, but at the same time, I think it's pretty light compared to, how bad it can be. Second of all, I think it's really gross for someone to hit someone and then go up on stage and talk about how they did it.
Was poorly managed.
How they did it out of love. And I think a lot of domestic abuse victims are fucking pissed right now. And I would because they've heard, that's what they heard over and over again when they were the victim of that. Anyway, so those are the kind of the camps I'm kind of more leaning towards. But anyways.
Yeah. It's pretty unfortunate. It sucks.
Rug and Tub, I have Crohn's. They make shitting jokes about it all the time on TV. I don't care because it's a joke and the disease is misunderstood. Yeah, and I know there's people in that. But anyways, there it is. That's the whole thing. Jeff, what do you think?
think that I just watched the video actually a couple minutes ago. I had it in a little corner here playing while we were talking, and because I just wanted to see, and I obviously didn't have the audio on, but I did watch it. Somebody pointed this out earlier that when he makes the joke, Will Smith is like laughing and like
yes, and then he saw.
And Jada Pinkett has kind of like a little look on her face. By the way, she looks great. She did look. She looked really great. Yeah, but the thing is,
oh, hell yeah. Crone's friends, Rugged Tub and Vanna White, up in the Crone gang. There you go.
She made a little bit of a face, and so, like, clearly, yeah, he initially saw nothing wrong, and yeah, not that I guess necessarily means anything if he thinks he's defending her honor because she got upset about it, but it's I just thought that was interesting is that he himself didn't recognize anything as off.
Yeah, I would just, it's a word I use a lot lately, but I would just say the word, it seemed unhinged. You know what I mean? In a way that it's like, it's like, that kind of throws the point out of the window for me immediately when everybody has their, like, talk shit, get hit take, or they have their, you know what I mean? I just think it's like, this debate is around someone who clearly is, like, off. You know what I mean? And so, like, why would you sit there and be like, what he did was completely fine and completely what I would do? You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, God, yeah. And the people saying that it's staged as well, which is...
Oh, my God, yes.
Which is amazing.
I should have been people like that, yeah.
Unreal. So anyways, that was the whole thing. But it was crazy to catch it live, man, you know, when you see the whole thing. Also, good point. Shout-outs to, and rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins. I cannot believe that. It is a weird week for news. I've actually had a good, personally, it's been good, but like, man, news has been weird lately, to say the least.
Well, where are we at now?
We got some
Can we talk about something I'm excited about real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And we'll get into toasting. I'm going to go to Comic-Con.
Very cool.
The end of April.
San Diego?
I'm so excited.
In San Diego?
No, in Kansas City.
Oh, cool.
But it's a pretty big one.
Nice. That's
cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking about my cosplay. I'm either, right now, Scarlet Witch, frankly, because it's a pretty affordable costume.
You got the look for it, too.
And I mean, she's cool, too. I like her character. I'm, informed a bit. But then I kind of want to also maybe be Starfire.
Or maybe thank you so much.
Hela would be so cool.
Oh, Hela would be dope, yeah.
Oh. But I don't know how practical that is. And then I also thought about Medusa. Do y'all know the Marvel character Medusa with the hair?
The red, long, crazy hair.
Yeah, and I thought maybe now that's the most expensive one.
Man,
I gotta like make a wig, and I think I could use coat hangers and foam and hair and make it all like curly, big.
Hell yeah,
real big. Anyway.
Also, Rugged Tub, thank you for gifting Vanna White a sub. Greatly appreciated. Crone's crew in the house. Fantastic stuff. And thanks, everybody, for joining us. Got a nice little crew here tonight, and we're going for another... Man, that first hour flew the fuck by screaming about the whole incident, huh? It's been good. And good donations came in. So let's get into it. Some toasts and some things to bring in the cheer a little bit.
I'm all jazzed again because I thought about Comic-Con.
Why did it make
it
makes you so upset to talk about stuff like this, Carly?
And Ralph Macchio.
Yeah. Not upset. I just get really conscious about what I'm saying, and when
I know I have to talk about it on
very mixed feelings about it, and I don't want to get ahead of myself before anything, and maybe I don't have anything to say about it.
I have to talk about it on page 7, and every time something like this happens, my entire being always goes immediately, like, I have to rip myself away from just immediately being completely 100% team the comic, right? Because for me, it's like, it's just in my blood. Comedy and having performed so much in live spaces and also comedy's under attack, and there's so many people screaming about that, and but part of me does believe that in a lot of ways. I will just say it's a fucking weird ass time to be a stand-up comedian, and I am super not one, but So at these days, maybe I'll get back into it. But Vanna White says, I'm actually in clinical remission, which is dope. Just got to get infusions every 8 weeks. That's amazing, dude. Crohn's Crew in the fucking house. Sound up. But anyways, Jeff, that was amazing to get to tell you about that live on camera, on stream. That is incredible. And by the way, also, I just want to congratulate you for not knowing anything about it. That is like really, like, honestly, whatever you're doing, keep doing it, for sure. At least I have an excuse. I get paid to, delve in this. And it's good for me, honestly, as much as it might make you uncomfortable a little bit, Carly, or whatever. It's helpful for me to talk about it on a live stream because I have to talk about it for posterity on Wednesday for page 7, and I'm still like, I haven't actually spoken out loud about it outside of talking to Lexi.
Sort through it.
For sure. And it's good to see you guys in chat get your responses, because I've had to rev myself up. Like, I've really had to push myself more towards what was not okay about what Rock did, right? Because that's been a really hard pill for me to swallow. I'm going to be honest with you. For sure. But yeah, exactly, Jeff. Jeff, do you even... No, you have Twitter, but you just don't go on it. What's your social media approach?
I don't go on Twitter that often, maybe like once a week and kind of catch up some things. And I usually find a little time during the day, like even at work, just like, for a couple minutes, like go to like, The Guardian or CNN or something, and just kind of like see what are some highlights and some stuff from news, because I don't go on Facebook like ever.
She's man, baby. Thank you, Team Whiskey Nick.
And things down a lot, but the thing is, so I try to get like a little bit of news here and there. But today I literally did not have the time. But it's weird. I feel, and I was thinking about why did I not know the Oscars were coming up, because nobody's been talking about it.
Well, they're usually in January, right? I believe.
Are they?
Aren't they?
I don't know.
So they're off. Also, kind of a limp dick year for movies a little bit, like for especially like prestige films. Power of the Dog, I called it Power of the Slog. It was just kind of a fucking slog. And honestly, I was so happy to get to see Coda the other day, or on Saturday night, because that was one of the only like Oscar movies I saw this year that I was like, wow, that was a great movie. I really enjoyed that. Coda stands for Child of Deaf Adults. And it's about a high school girl who has deaf parents and a deaf brother, and she wants to realize her dream of the song. But she does. She wants to realize her dream of being a singer, and like she's trying to get into Berkeley and has this really inspiring music teacher, but her family is kind of pulling her towards the family business because they like literally need her to like translate and stuff, because they run like a fishing business. So anyways, it's so good. Totally got the tears out of me by the end. It was really, really solid. And it's on Apple streaming right now, I believe, is where you can get it. Dune won like six Oscars as well, and I did enjoy Dune. I also, by the way, I really enjoyed the actress one for Best Supporting for West Side Story. I really enjoyed West Side Story. I think it was a completely unnecessary remake, but I also love the original, and I thought they did a great job with the remake, even though it just was wholly unnecessary because the original's so good. Like, you don't need, you know what I mean? There's just no... Yeah. Need for it, but I did enjoy it. I did watch Fresh, Lucidious. Okay, Fresh is good. Fresh is streaming on Hulu. Great horror film. I think Jeff, you and Lindsay would really enjoy it. It's got a nice. It's a good ass horror movie. I don't want to give away what happens. Very female forward, I guess. I don't know how to say it. It's a woman director, woman writer, definitely deals in like issues. And it's great. I'll just give you the basic premise. Is this woman is having having a really annoying time dating in the city, and she meets this guy at a grocery store, and they get hot and heavy really quick, and he's like, come out of town with me to my cabin, or whatever, and then it kind of goes from there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Really solid.
I do like a good cabin scare.
I also want
cabins are scary.
Or it's like a nice, like fancy big house in the woods. But also Jackie told me about X. I really want to watch X real bad. It's by the guy who did House of the Devil and the Innkeepers, which are two of my...
High West. He's really good. There's a couple, some of his stuff is really good.
Yeah, I really want to see X. X is about a group of kids who, like, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, they, like, rent out, like, an Airbnb, or they rent this, like, house.
Is that the porn one?
Yeah, they go
Yeah.
out.
Oh, okay.
They go out to make
Yes,
a porn,
makes sense.
and, like, there's these old people that they, like, rented the space from, and then the old people, like, find out
Right.
what's going on, and then I don't know what else happens from there. But apparently it's, like,
Bad things.
yeah, very, well, obviously, horrible things. That'd be funny if awesome things happened after that. It'd be a weird horror movie. I'd be like, how is this a horror movie? Yeah, Hans Zimmer's won his second Oscar. That was cool. There was some good wins, you know, some cool moments, but they were all completely overshadowed by that active physical violence on stage. Nuke, I just celebrated my 5-year anniversary. Meanly Machine, that's amazing. Fantastic.
Yahoo!
So, what's a nice thing that happened to everyone recently? That's a good question. We got a little bouncer for Winnie, and we set it up yesterday, and so she's on this little
Bouncers are good.
bouncy rig, and she like loves it. And I don't know, I've just been having a lot of fun with her lately. I don't know if it's like a specific thing. And I raised the $1,000 for the kids in the hospital, so that felt like that was just a great day Saturday. Mia Goth finally clicked with me in X. I get it now. Mia Goth. All right, let's do it. We've got some toasts and things.
Song coming up, then the girls have expressed interest in coming down.
And it's your. So Carly, think about maybe a fun girl dance number for the girls.
I'm trying to prep for my toast and roast.
Okay.
Also.
Here we go.
I'll figure it out.
Hey, it's a dangerous time to do roast too, Carly. So you really think your words through. Maybe avoid
No,
any of the physical appearance comments just in case.
It's embarrassing how, like, you know how you're supposed to like dip into the well. I got nothing right now.
Yeah.
So I got to think about mean things.
Yes. But maybe like
Okay. All right. I'm gonna be
mental violence instead of something about how they look. You know what I mean? Because it's very
Prop
out
or
right now
something.
to do that. You look like you have a condition. You know what I mean? That's not a good roast for these
Right.
days. The mean well is dry. Absolutely. Oh, nice. Seeing AFI going to a gay
watching
bar I
that.
like in
I'll
WeHo.
find it.
Then making out with someone who wound up living near me. I live in Covina. Saturday was absolutely wonderful. And yes, as always, AFI was amazing. That's awesome, dude. I'm so glad they're still touring and shit. Any good new horror movies? I just told you, X and Fresh. Fresh is on Hulu. I don't think X is streaming yet, though. I really wish it was because I want to see it. And also, if you haven't seen *Malignant*, that's like a fun one, like a goofier one. That's on HBO. That's a good time. I only started it though. I need to finish it actually. But anyways, I would say
Good series. It was sort of like a horror sci-fi drama. It was called
Man Baby.
It was called Archive 81. It was on it's on Netflix. It's relatively new. They did like a first season of that. It ended in an okay plot. It wasn't completely. It's like I'm satisfied with the ending, but I definitely would have liked to have seen more. But they canceled it. Not enough people, I guess, watched it. But I recommend Archive 81 and Jumbo
And
Dump.
Malachi's in it. Yeah. Lampuddle, by the way, thank you for the gifted sub to Bigfoot's first cousin. Greatly appreciate it. And please consider subbing. There's the sub button right there into the channel, $5. Or if you have Amazon Prime, you get one sub. Consider making it mine. The subs really do a lot to contribute to me paying bills and things like that. So greatly appreciate it. I'm weirdly torn with *Malignant*. It's absolutely ridiculous. Not sure if I liked it or not, which is a weird place to be. It's one of those, right? It's just one of it's a goofy one. You guys have to see Censor, one of the best horror movies I've seen in a long time. Give me the basic, give me the log line, live or die, give me the elevator pitch. Did you see that Che is not doing his segment on SNL? Oh, really? No. Well, he's made a joke about. Oh, so funny. I love following him. He made a joke on stage the other night about how he's not coming back to SNL after this season. As a part of it, he was just like riffing. And somebody like wrote it in an article as if it were true. And then he literally had to be like, I said it on stage in a comedy bit. It is not like I'm fucking doing what do you... These people with their fucking... these freelancers... Anyways, so yeah, he's not actually leaving SNL. All right, let's do it. AOD. We're gonna toast to free the A, and actually, it has been an hour, so you're about to be able to type an A. Did I see an A in? No, he did. Wow, good work. You said A. You can't write AOD. Unbelievable. Now you're back in jail for another 15 minutes. No A's in your comments, please. I've been broken the. All right, we'll free the A right now. I'm kidding. AOD. Cheers to the letter A. My favorite A words: attack, Attica, attic. That's a good one. Cantankerous. That's a good one. It has a lot of A's in there. Cocktail, says Nuka Babe 3 times, which will put any one person in cocktail. Now you get to choose who goes into cocktail. Asparagus is a good one. That's got 3 whole A's in it. Amphibian, solid, astronaut. These are great A words.
Amphibian, anxious Spider-Man, great word.
Acrobat, rules. That's a good one. Apple dumpling for sure. Alfalfa. That's great because it's like 2 words that are the same in a row that are an alien from a TV
Amanda,
show.
lots of A's.
Amanda, hey, that's my sister-in-law. So there you go. Acrimonious. All right, so that's a cheer. I'm going to pick astronaut out of that list, and I'm going to cheers the word astronaut. Keep it coming. Keep exploring that space, ladies and gentlemen.
Just A by itself. That's a definite article, right? Is that the part of speech that it's considered definite article?
I'm not 100% sure, but it is
sure, but anyway,
powerful as a standalone letter, is it not?
You want to go next, Carolyn?
No, sorry.
Okay. Free the A. It takes a special kind of person who can go through their entire life and offend every single letter. And you've been able to do that. I remember the time when you were on your Ys and stuff, and you couldn't use the word Y because you'd exposed yourself. And I didn't really quite see what the connection was. But the thing is, but I agreed with it. I think the punishment didn't quite fit the crime, but it was. I mean, you should have gotten worse than that. But it was all right. And but the thing is, you went through it, and I think you're done now because if I'm not mistaken, you went from Z, Y, X, W, you went all the way back, and you're a loud, offensive, just really, really off-putting person, but you've turned that into something positive, and I really, really admire you for that. I think that's pretty dope. And here, cheers to you. Cheers.
I just want to think of more cool A words.
This is for AOD01, who I put into CockTails Cocktail. And was not allowed to write a word with the letter A in it for the first hour of stream. So we're releasing
But now you're free, and so I want you to be excited about more words because it's beautiful. Yeah, I definitely think ambient is one. Not a ton of A's in it, but
it's a great word though. It feels good to say. It's not trouble. It's not like you never trip over it. It's just a nice breezy word that means something cool. And it feels good to just let it out of the lips. That's what audacious, else? Holden. Also atrocious.
Ooh, audacious. Good one.
Also, it's matching mugs, Breezy Jefferson, because it is Moscow Mule night. So we're having Holdenator Mules over here. That's why I
completely agree with all these wonderful A words. Thanks for helping me. Just the toast to your ability to use A words.
Yeah, but my favorite word, cheers.
Thank you.
But my favorite word is asshole.
I'm going to be thinking of more of them, though.
If anyone remembers Mr. Holland's Opus, one of the movies I reference more than any other, because I weirdly saw it in the theater twice, at least, because there's that time period where you're in high school or middle school, and one of the only things you can do is go to the movie theater, so you end up seeing movies you don't even like multiple times in the theater. That was Mr. Holland's Opus for me. All right, here we go.
These are such good words, everybody.
Thank you again, Alkaline, let's just give a little cheers to Alkaline for the 5. Thank you so much, everybody. Cheers.
Huzzah.
Cheers to Alkaline.
We're also gonna make another round of mules and just say, actually, let's make another round of mules right now, and then we're gonna do our songs and toast and roast for. I don't really play video games, so you guys get ready for that.
Be right back.
Jeff, what are you considering for a song to sing this evening?
I'm considering the one that I tried to do last time. Well, not last time, but like a couple episodes ago, and my audio just kept cutting out, and it fucked the entire thing up. And I was just singing my little heart out, and
it's always sad to see. Yeah, always a bummer.
Yeah, and and you told everybody to encourage me, and I was getting all this positive feedback, and I watched it later, and I'm like. And so, yeah, I might try that song again. We'll see. I could be talking to something else too, though. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
it's a PJ Harvey song.
Jeff, turn off volume limiting in your Zoom meetings.
Okay.
Settings. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you should definitely do
Preferences.
that. Maybe settings, preferences. Okay. All right, this is great.
Audio.
This is always my favorite part of a stream, where we go through Jeff's Zoom settings and attempt to fix his audio. An aggressive assault about alopecia. All right, enough A words, all right? Good Lord, people.
Press background noise, auto, low, medium, high. Wait. Automatically adjust microphone volume.
I love that everybody's coming up with A words.
An aggressive assault about alopecia.
Apologies.
All right, please. Did you get it? Did you find it? It's probably an audio settings.
I think I'm okay, though.
If you go to audio settings.
Yeah.
And suppress background noise. I have it set at low.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have that?
Okay, I'll do low. Yeah, I'll put it on low as well.
Yeah, definitely put it on low.
Okay, I had on auto, but I'll turn it to low.
Yeah, turn it to low, exactly, and then automatically adjust microphone volume should also be turned off. That's the number one. That's the big one. It'll fuck with your sound.
But I might try "Good Fortune" by PJ Harvey again.
Also, another good thing to do when you're affecting your settings, just literally say into the microphone, "Computer, stop trying to control me. Let me have independence, computer." It's going to just yell that at the computer a couple times. Troubleshooting is the best entertainment, baby. Absolutely wink if you're alive. Yeah, because the auto adjusting microphone volume will cut off your mic when singing and going louder. Exactly.
Okay. All right.
What's your guys' favorite non-offensive name to call people? Twit is a good one. I love you, Twit. Because it kind of has the constant. You need a good curse word or like.
Dingus is good.
Dingus is fun. A good curse word is one that has some solid. It has a punch, Bozo. Yeah, exactly. It has to have it's got to have a punch to it. It's got to have tuz and does and buzz. Goofus. You scoundrel. I loved before it became like a thing in popular culture. I loved cuckold, but of course now it's like annoying. Stupid, of course, is a classic. All right, what are we gonna do? We're gonna make another round of these drinks. Here we go, and the drink tonight is the Holdenator Mule, vodka, fresh lime juice, ginger beer. Step 1 is 2 parts vodka, 1/2 part fresh lime juice, 3 parts ginger beer. Stir in a copper cup. Get it. It means drink it. All right, now I'm going to mix it while one of you guys starts it off. How about you give a toast? I don't really play video games, Jeff, while I make this drink.
I don't really play video games?
Yeah. Then we're going to sing some songs.
Well, okay, yes. I don't really play video games. First off, you are always here, but you weren't here last time we did CockTails, and I did your namesake drink. I did I don't really play old-fashioned games, and I was disappointed that I couldn't share that with you. But that's okay. I realize that life must go on for all of us. Especially when there is random violence happening in the world. You have people slapping each other, and this is just not even just like in popular culture and awards shows, but we have people who will just walk right up to you in the middle of your day. They might be having a croissant on the street like I was, and somebody just comes up and they decide, I don't like the look of this person, and they just give you an open-handed slap, a really hard.
Did that really happen to you? Because I have definitely been randomly punched in New York at least once.
Well, you have no way of proving that it didn't happen to me. So
this is true. Touche.
Who can confirm or deny this is I don't really play video games. Who headbutted the person to such a degree after seeing them doing this that like the jaw like unhinged and their entire back like a flap lid on a trash can went back like this. She jumped in the air, spin kick, head twisted around like things like it looked like a fucking the top of like a soft serve ice cream cone, head spun around, and then kicked the guy in the ball so hard he flew like I would say a good 60 feet in the air before then crumbling to the ground and then just meet my eye and say, I got you. That's the kind of love that you get from somebody like, I don't really play video games, and I want to send that love back to you. Cheers.
Cheers. All right. Now, I'll do a toast, and then we'll get the roast from Carly.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I don't really play video games. You dream. I'm so happy to have you back. But when you go away, what's nice about it is I get to miss you. And that's what I got to do over the past week or so. I was like, where is she? What happened? And then you came back, and I greatly admire your presence. So it's just lovely to have you here. There you go. Distance makes the heart grow fonder, and you've proven that to be true yet again. I miss your comments and your help as a mod, and your gentle eyes, and just all the fucking dumb shit that you bring to the stream. So greatly appreciate it. And cheers.
Cheers.
You can't hold the win, but we appreciate it.
Oh my God! And I'm also flush with cash after work. $100 donation.
What?
From I don't really play video games. Unreal.
I
think that'll add a couple of songs to the.
Why would
now
you
I have
waste
to roast
that?
you.
Yeah, now you have to shit all over them,
Really?
and you better make some kind of comment about what happened last night during it. All right?
No, I got a good one. It has nothing to do with that. I don't want to play that. I'm not doing that. Okay, are you ready? Get ready.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
This is you. This is just like you. I don't really play video games because you can't see your face. It's like you look like this, like a little brain roller, and in your best dreams. What, do you got a body? What, you got a body? Who? You think this makes it better? You think this is living? No, then
Personally, I'm offended.
Come in and
I'm completely
smash
offended
you.
by this.
Smash
Physical
you.
violence is not okay, Carly.
That's you. I don't really play video games.
Unbelievable.
I told you I got nothing. So that's what you
Rowdy
get.
Roddy Piper? Who is that?
People are saying canceled in chat. People are very upset.
No, this is fine. You offended me.
It's both the physical violence. There's also Krang is technically bald. Mr. Rogers is
No, I can't be in cocktail for a roast.
cocktail for Carly. Absolutely. You're no longer
Luke Skywalker
You're
sends
no
you
longer
love.
able to use a word with the letter L in it, Carly, for the next 30 minutes. So get ready for that.
Blocked or reported for violence. I'm not doing that shit. Too bad. I'm breaking out of jail.
Okay, yeah, the word jail has an L in it. All right.
I'm out.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for that. Now, regale us, now to cleanse yourself of that horrible negative, that unbelievably offensive
I know.
roast. So many things going on. I can't believe you actually had somebody walk in on the roast and abuse the other person. Unbelievable callback to last night. Let's do a song, Carly. What do you got for us? What do you have lined up for us?
Oh, geez. Okay, I thought maybe wig in a box.
I love it. One of my
For
favorites.
the girls to dance to too, if they would like. I think this song's pretty.
Absolutely
freaking
one of my
fun.
favorites. Yeah, for sure.
And we'll see how it goes. I haven't done it in a minute.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna make you loud. Yes, please. Yay! You're welcome. I don't really play video games. I love
All
you.
right, thank you again, I Really Play Video Games, for the incredibly generous donations. Thank you. All right.
Here we go. I'm gonna take a little sip. On nights like this, when the world's a bit amiss and the lights go down across the trailer park, I get down, I feel on the verge of going mad. And then it's time to punch the clock. I put on some makeup and turn on the tape deck and put the wig down on my head. And suddenly I'm Miss Midwest Midnight Checkout Queen until I head home and I put myself to bed. I look back on where I'm from, I look at the woman I've become, and the strangest things seem suddenly routine. I look up from my vermouth on the rocks, a gift-wrapped wing still in the box of towering velveteen. I put on some makeup, some love and makeup, and pull the wig down from the shelf. And suddenly I'm Miss Beehive 1963 until I wake up and I turn back to myself. And some girls, they have a natural ease. They wear it any way they please, with their French flip curls and perfume magazines. Wait up, let it down. This is the best way that I found to be the best you've ever seen. I put on some makeup, I turn on the 8-track, I'm pulling the wig down from the shelf. And suddenly I'm Miss Farrah Fawcett from TV until I wake up and I turn back to myself. This is the best part, get ready! Stack my level above, all the ammo new. Sausage curl, chicken wings, all because of you. With your blow dry feather back, tall me home with you. Flip, roll, frizz, pop, it's all because of you. It's all because of you. It's all because of you. That's my favorite part. Okay, everybody. I put on some makeup, I turn on the 8-track, I'm pulling the wig down from the shelf. And suddenly I am this poor crack star on stage and screen. And I'm never turning back.
Yeah! Good stuff.
That was awesome, girls.
Woo.
That's so fun. Thanks, friends.
Hell yeah, y'all. Love it. Thank you again for that. Thanks again, girls. Fantastic.
Excellent dancing.
I love it. And Jeff, do you have a song for you? Yo, what's up, Eddie? Good to see you in chat. Please, I just sat here. I get it. I understand. You missed all my hot takes, Ed. I'm sure you would have loved them.
Holden.
All right. What do you got, Jeff? You're muted, of course. Absolutely. Always. No, you missed your chance. Now you can't.
Otherwise,
speak.
we hear a lot of giggling, so I had to do that. Yeah, come back and join us on a CockTails episode again.
Please, that'd be great.
Indeed.
Oh hell yeah, SDL! I know SDL. I'm avoiding it actually. I'm actually meticulously going through the wiki and beating every single boss that I missed in the game before I do the final in-game stuff, so I can extend my Elden Ring first playthrough a little bit longer. Eddie, don't slap Holden, please. Oh, come on. He loves to do it. I like to do it too, though. It always makes me hard.
Juice.
That's the thing. Eddie used to want to slap me all the time, and he noticed it completely aroused me. So, man, baby. Thank you, Kyle. I'm excited for that. Oh, whatever, Eddie. It was one time. I already discussed it. All right, they're already talking about it at a round table. I can't believe I have to bring this moment from my past back up just because two men got into some kind of altercation at an award show. I'm considering getting Elden Ring while in ISO. Yeah, I was excited. My buddy Ben from one of my oldest friend Ben's. All right, string him up indeed, Ed. I want you to come over here right now and say that to my face. Good luck. The people will know whose side you're on. Incredible. We are not encouraging violence in this chat. Absolutely, Nuka, please. You tell my Ed. You tell Ed that. You tell big, dumb Ed that. Are you still in DC? I'm not in whatever jail, not Alex. See what happens, Ed? You come into my chat, you turn them against me. You're like, it's like professional wrestling or something over here, all right? This is my house, okay? My domain. Just because you are the face and I'm the heel. Oh, there you go. Now I'm going to get some points back.
Face and heel,
yeah. Lexi and Winnie are on the screen.
Now I
Hi,
get some points
dolls.
back. Hey.
Will Smith apologized.
Did he? Will Smith
Wait a minute.
apologized.
There's a baby there.
Hey, it's his baby. Oh, no, stop screaming. Eddie Tunes asked Lexi, are you okay?
Why wouldn't I be? I'm scared.
All right, please, people. I love my sweet girl.
Guys, that baby is
Execution
so big.
is
I know.
Mhm.
And
Look
yet
how
she
big
is
she's
tiny,
got.
But she's so big.
Look how big. She's got little feet. All right. Now they're back on my side.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, Will Smith apologized for
That is so not right.
Unacceptable and
Oh, okay.
and then violence in all forms is poisonous.
Yes, exactly. There you go. All right. There's a big apology out now. That's amazing. All right. Well, this is my first time joining the Twitch. It's incredibly wholesome. I know, right? Yeah, you thought you were coming here for a bunch of like dirty, I can't even say what I was going to say because the baby's on the screen.
Wayward Weasel.
A bunch of bodily function jokes that are usually the white sticky kind. I want the baby
to dance like the other children.
soon. Hopefully, Winnie will also be a little moneymaker for us as well as Jeff's girls.
Oh
So.
my god.
I want to get them out there so they can dance with Winnie.
All right.
Sharing audio. Can you stop sharing audio for a moment?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I also, Lindsay, I'm still so curious to hear what I said that provoked you to ask Jeff to always wear headphones, at least in the old apartment when you streamed with me. Still curious what phrase the girls learned because of me. Talk about good, absolutely. Look at Lexi and Winnie, help them out with a Twitch sub. Yeah, please. All subs matter. All subs matter is not what I meant to say. That sounds like I'm connecting it to a movement. I didn't mean to. I was like saying words. What are you gonna say, Jeff?
I know.
Everybody's got their story of like the first time their child heard Holden talking about something, and for me, it was the elephant party. You and Jackie were talking about elephant parties, and I had a lot of questions to answer that evening.
Jeff, what can I do to convince you to get Elden Ring? I think you'll love it, man. You got to get into it, dude.
But I need to still be able to, like go to work and raise my children and be a good husband. And
I hear that. I just got a text from my oldest high school, Ben, my buddy Ben Epps, who I mentioned a lot on Wiz and the Bruiser because high school friend when it comes to nostalgia. I think it was fucky or something. All right, that actually makes me feel better. Fucky is a lot better than saying something about like jizz or whatever. You know what I mean? So I feel better about that. Jeff.
I don't know which one's better.
Well, my metric, personal metric. What was I gonna say? Oh, but my oldest friend Ben, he just texted me today that he beat Margit, the first like kind of big boss in Elden Ring, and I could tell by his text that he's got the hooks in him, and it just made me so happy to like know that he's now infected with the virus of the obsession. AOD with the gifted sub to Eddie Tunes. Ed, now you can use all of my emotes, and I know you want to use them. Now you can do ho and the hey, hit me with the hose, chat. Show Eddie what kind of emotes he's working with. Whatever jail, there's a lot of stuff in there for you. All right, Jeff, are you ready for a song for us?
I am ready for a song. I'm going to.
Thank you, Eddie. Please.
This is my comeback. Oh God, shit! Start coughing all of a sudden.
All right, speaking of dirty phrases, unbelievable comeback. All right, what do you got for us?
This is the one that I wasn't able to get before, so let's see if we can do it this time.
How dare you, AOD?
Through my bad fortune, top of the building, I've never done it with you. You're into your eyes, that was it. Is what I could do. I'm traveling for me, just what it was. And I feel like some other paradise. I've been fortunate with you, and I believe it's trouble time. I won't stop from being above in my life. Have all taken rest and walk with you. I saw my reflection come right up your face. I need to remember not to go. Too well. Dancing circles all around me, all over the world. Life's a paradise. I'm a fortune living away. And I feel these all the time. I another child. You would take my beautiful shape and I fantasize around you like a modern day. Inside, like some modern day. Oh, right, on the running dead, on the running dead, on the running dead.
Yeah. What's up? Great job. Better than last time. I would say you could still probably maybe I would turn down your the volume on the song a little bit. You were slightly drowned out by it, but it was much better, Jeff. Thank you so much for that. Great work. Donate to hear more of the dulcet tunes of Jeff or me or Carly. There's the link right there for donations. We're still working through some of our traumas and emotions. So we're still working through some of these donations. Here we go. The next one, Hal Dog Toast the Best Man, Entrapment. Hey, Entrapment. He's a rocket scientist. No one's lying. It's the best man. It's Entrapment. He's kind of fun, but a little awkward. It's Entrapment. Entrapment. And one day he was haunted in a house. An old lady told him she was killed, and he had to figure out who her murderer was. So he went on a quest through the desert, and he found a ghost in the desert, and it killed him dead. Yeah, it killed him. So Entrapment, he's a dead man now. He's a dead man. And he fucks a cow. He has sex with livestock. It's true. He has sex with livestock. It's true. Entrapment, you fuck animals. All right. Cheers.
What a toast.
That's a Moscow Mule toast for you. A little bit of a twist there. That last part is true. Fantastic. All right. What do you got? Who wants to go next? A toast for Entrapment.
I'll go. I got
there you
my.
go.
It's a prop night, ladies and gentlemen. I hope
Get
this
the
thing
background
works right
music going again. Always good.
now. Oh no, it's like super not working.
All right. Well, this is unfortunate for Carly.
No, it's okay. It'll still be kind of fun. I'll just do a voice or something. All right.
Hi, Entrapment. How are you? It's so nice to know you. Be your friend.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Silly Change. Hold it.
Usually he farts, but he's out of batteries.
What is it when you make up a
I was
song?
gonna
It's
do a
just
bunch of
watch
farts
Chef's
for you,
Kiss.
so
How
you
do you do it
won't
every
fart.
time? Because, I just let my mind go. That was beautiful. Loved the mini-me. Loved the props. Good approach. Scarier than anything in Elden Ring, says Breezy Jefferson. Absolutely true.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, Cuddy McGill, what's that? That's so creepy, says STL. Absolutely. Jeff,
For you, Entrapment.
Mm-hmm.
give us the news.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll do a little beat poem, okay?
Ooh.
Entrapment. Entrapment like the nights my mother wouldn't let me leave the house for fear something bad would happen to her baby boy. Entrapment from the nights when my father made me leave the house because he didn't want to see me. Entrapment. Entrapment like the wind sliding off the shingles on an old house. You know, the old house on the street. It looks like it's been falling apart since the late 1920s. It ain't getting no better. Nobody gonna buy that house. You ain't gonna turn. All that's gonna happen right there is somebody's gonna come in and swoop that place up and do a whole big sort of thing where they tear the whole thing down, and then they're gonna have to rebuild it up again to match the rest of the neighborhood. But you know what? They ain't gonna sell that house to me. Entrapment. That's what I call it. When you look into the eye of somebody, you know they're lying. You know that person is lying into you, but you know you like it so much too because that person means the world to you. Entrapment, like the beating of my heart. Entrapment, like my soul coming and warming me with a nice cloak of hot cakes and buttered toast. Entrapment, you are the song that sings from my chest and out into the world, resonating like bum 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 bum. Entrapment.
Cheers.
Cheers, entrapment.
Kyle says, wow, free tickets to Hamilton. Unbelievable. Please, snaps in chat if you're feeling it. All right, we've got a couple more toasts. We're going to take a little break from the toast for a second. For
fuck's sake. So many toasts.
Yeah, so many toasts. That's great. Thank you so much for your generous donations. We still have a toast for Not Alex East, a toast or a roast for Demon Whiskey Nick, and Kyle has a little song for me to sing probably here at the end of the hour. What else is going on? We haven't talked about anything. You know, we spent the entire first hour talking about the debacle from last night. Of course, how can you not? It's so fun. I mean, the whole day I was like, where do I go to find people talking about it live? And I guess I just had to go to my own stream. I wrote Dealer's Choice. This is Holden's pick. That is not true. And I know you're sabotaging me, and I know you literally woke up today,
Kyle, because I was curious.
I know you woke up today, and you said, I'm going to sabotage Holden today. So I'm in Atlanta and saw the boys. Some backstage reality. It was a great time. Hell yeah, Cuddy. That's awesome. Jeff, let's start with you. What the fuck's going on in your stupid-ass life?
Same old stupid bullshit.
Yeah.
You know. Actually, no. It's good. I was a little down last week or the week before, but yeah, things we're back on an upswing. I was having potentially problems with a person, and that seems to have been resolved. And
Oh, good. How did it get resolved?
I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm like, wow, everything's better all of a sudden. I don't know if this is just like, if this is gaslighting, or if this is like they just decided, I guess things aren't so bad after all, or, and this is equally likely, just I was freaking out a little too much on my end.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or it was literally just like they were having a bad day that day, and they don't know how to like bottle that up and be decent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they you know. Whether it's their fault or what, they just don't know maybe how to come off right, and you took it personally.
Yeah. So said Jeff killed them. You have no photographic evidence to suggest I did that, so speculate away. But generally speaking, everything is pretty good. Lindsay just had Lindsay's birthday was last week, so we had a great last week. She
great. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go on. Keep going.
I was just saying, yeah. So Lindsay's birthday was last week, so that was a fun one, and we had a little gathering here that had you guys both been in town, you would have been invited to. But yeah, it was fun.
I believe it when I see the invite. But I hate Twitch. Great question, because people misuse gaslighting all the time. Gaslighting, the phrase, is a really, honestly, it's a very played out phrase on Twitter.
I was using it properly just now.
I think you used it properly just now, personally, by the way. There you go. Pippino, maybe you'll answer it for me. Gaslighting is a form of manipulation that often occurs in abusive relationships. It's a covert type of emotional abuse where the bully or abuser misleads the target, creating a false narrative and making them question their judgments and reality. So it came from a film called Gaslight, and in the movie, the person... I believe kept while their person they were with was gone, they kept like fucking with the gaslights and confusing them and making them think that like what was up was down and like what was left was right. Essentially, it's essentially when somebody was like, this thing happened, and you're like, no, it didn't, and you just convince them over time that like the thing they saw for sure did not happen. Like, that's a good example of gaslighting. Judgments of reality is the key term there. So a lot of people just use the word gaslighting when someone's being shitty in a relationship, and they misuse it so often, especially in spaces like Twitter, that it becomes like really aggravating, I find. But gaslighting is literally when you're manipulating someone to think what they are seeing in front of them is not the actual situation, right? So it's like if I ate eggs for breakfast and my partner saw me do it, and then I spent the rest of the day convincing them I super did not eat eggs for breakfast to the point where they actually finally believed it, that's gaslighting. It's a woman who's being driven insane by her husband. Yeah, totally. Holden is gaslighting my use of gaslighting. Absolutely, Forest is my home, 100%. What was that Jim Carrey movie where he gets gaslight? I don't know. Me, Myself, and Irene.
I can think of that applies as maybe like Cable Guy.
Maybe Cable Guy.
No, Jim Carrey would be the one.
Her, if anything.
I mean, it might be the Truman Show.
Because,
actually,
yeah, that's kind of.
Does that make him think that? That he has the real world in front of him, but it's
it's just gaslighting's used so much in like general social discourse online now, and it's misused constantly. So it does drive me crazy. So I'm glad you actually asked the question, because people just hear phrases and then they just start using them. And that's the new one for me is context matters. And I recently saw someone use that in reaction to, I don't know if you saw on the more fun social media discourse, the person that the movie theater, the reel broke down, and they were the projection broke down, so they were trying to fix it. And some insane person got up in front of everybody in the audience and started doing stand-up for like 20 minutes. And everybody was just talking about how much of a nightmare that would be. And this person was like a self-proclaimed psychic and like just clearly batty and just held an audience hostage for like 20 minutes. And then I saw a commenter, like the top commenter was like, context matters. Sometimes people got to, get up on stage and use their reps anywhere they can. That's what stand-up comedy is. And everyone's just like, no, yeah, we know the context. The context is exactly what we know it is, and it's completely insane to get up in front of a movie theater while they're trying to fix a projection and force everyone to endure your terrible stand-up comedy. That's a psycho.
But if it had been a good stand-up, that would have been fucking awesome. So I mean, there's the error in judgment.
Good stand-ups know not to do that, so that would never happen. Literally, no one would ever get up in front of everyone unless it was in a movie. Carly, it was like a scene at the end of a movie.
Probably
it would never happen in real life. There's no way a stand-up comedian who knows what they're doing would ever get up in front of a bunch of people in a weird, dark
bored
theater.
Enough, maybe.
I got real drunk.
How long are you waiting?
God. I got real drunk and played
Wouldn't be
TKO on Jackbox the other night, and someone drew this amazing penguin, and no one would admit to it, and I was feeling like I was losing my mind and being gaslit. Turns out no one drew it. It was a safety drawing. Oh, there you go.
So
yeah.
funny.
The set was horrible. Oh, yeah, I watched the video. It was so funny, though. This one person was like, well, context matters. I was like, actually, context doesn't really, it does matter, but I think everybody gets the context. You literally just woke up today and wanted to use the phrase context matters because that's the new.
I think that's the person who was maybe doing the stand-up, like.
Oh, man, that would be funny, actually. I didn't even think about that. But it's so funny to think, like, you just wake up one day. I feel like people just want to use phrases like gaslighting and context matters, and like they just misuse them like in crazy on Twitter. And today is like a great example of people just being insane on Twitter. It's like a horrible, great place to be. All right, where were we at?
What are we doing right now?
How was your bullshit? Actually, you talked about it. Comic-Con, I believe.
I mentioned Comic-Con, yes.
Anything else going on in the realm of Carly these days?
Yeah, whole bunch of stuff. Getting the garden in the ground very soon, so that's getting all prepped and got it all mapped out, and it's looking pretty sweet. And the plants are doing well. And then I'm starting some art classes, and I'm doing an art walk the end of April, which is me collaging a bit more because I want to make some new stuff. And went to Kansas City over the weekend. Went to a dinosaur museum. Yeah, I feel pretty great, actually.
Hell yeah. Awesome.
Doing stuff.
Yeah, I feel like I hate Twitch. Thanks for explaining gaslighting, by the way. I also feel like the word gaslight is, you could easily take that as like a personal relationship just making someone really upset because it kind of sounds like that, but it actually is. It's called gaslighting because it's from a specific movie from like the 50s or something. It's like an old black and white movie that it's being taken from. So it has a specific application.
Cool that movie came out and gave that a name too, because it is like a thing. And totally. So everybody's probably experienced the actual things. It's kind of a shame that it's the word's been sort of co-opted by people who know how to use
Can I
it.
show you a collage I made today?
Go for it.
I realize it's
Yeah.
right here.
Ah, very cool.
I like
That's
it.
awesome.
I feel good about it.
Yeah, I like the color black and white contrast. It's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty well
That's really
balanced.
cool.
It's got some good context for me. I don't know. I've got about 4 other ones on the bed that are all like half done because they're not quite where I want them to be yet.
Cool.
But it was productive.
Hold on, I want to see you play the keyboard again sometime too.
I know. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. I think essentially once Elden Ring is completely finished, which is only a week or so away, I think I'm in game, and just getting ready to. I'm working my way up to this Melina fight. So Melina.
I have to run to the bathroom.
Go for it.
I mean, do you mind if I do it right now?
Yeah, go for it. Melina is essentially, from what I've seen, is like the hardest boss in the game. She's an optional boss. She's this fucking sword master, and totally entrapment. I'll get to Rise of Forbidden West at some point, but I think I'm going to take a little game break after Elden Ring and focus on creative outlets for money and for not money. So songwriting is going to be a part of that. I want to get back into that stuff. I've been so consumed by Elden Ring, and I have to finish. I have to see it through. The only problem is too, I'm already thinking about what my build is going to be for New Game Plus, because there's so much fun shit to do with like magic and faith build and all this kind of stuff. Breezy Jefferson, someone posted some pretty sweet art of Melina in the style of Berserk on Reddit the other day. Yeah, apparently there's a straight up Berserk sword in the game. The Guts sword is in there, and it's apparently one of the more powerful great swords. I have a sword that's kind of like a Game of Thrones sword. It's a sword. One of my main swords I'm using is a giant sword made up of other swords. And it's fucking awesome looking. And I leveled it all the way up, and it just crushes people under the weight of it.
Guy comes up to you and says, "Yo, dog, I heard you like swords," and he. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It is.
Yeah.
Well, it's also, I mean, George R.R. Martin worked on the game, so I wonder if it was actually a callback to.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is Cloud Sword, the Buster Sword. Yeah. George R.R. Martin helped with the world building of the game.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of entrapment. Sorry, I beat you to that joke. When is fucking Patrick Rothfuss, speaking of George R.R. Martin, gonna
Apparently
finish
he did a stream where he read the first chapter of the new book, and it's close. It's apparently getting close.
That's progress. Okay.
Yeah. Damn it, Jeff. You beat
We're
me to
talking
it.
about the King Killer Chronicles. If anybody, I'm guessing most of you know this. But
Song of Ice and Fire is the other name for it. It starts with Name of the Wind. It's fantastic. Grafted Greatsword, maybe.
It's the King Killer Chronicles, and it's
Hell yeah, Red Age Prop. What's up, dude? Welcome. My buddy was reading all the books in Skyrim. Oh my god. Sounds like some nerd shit. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of nerd shit happening right now in the stream. It's upsetting at best. We're gonna move past it. That's pretty much been my life lately, though. Elden Ring's been cool. Winnie's gonna be 8 months soon. She's sleeping better and better, but we still haven't cracked the sleeping through the night thing.
You're not doing the sleep training then. You've decided against it.
No, not necessarily. We just are exhausted all the time, and we just, you know what I mean? I don't know.
That's why we did sleep training. Anyway, I respect everybody. You know what? There's no one way to parent a kid, and I totally don't let me or anybody else bully you for like things that you do or don't.
Lexi's sister is coming into town, so I think we might try with her a little bit on that stuff. She goes to sleep pretty well. But it usually is like a feed to sleep kind of thing. We haven't fully done the just get in there, figure it out yourself sleep training thing yet. But she's better at sleeping at getting to sleep at night. It's naps is the new big issue or whatever. If she hasn't beaten the first boss in Elden Ring, then she's defective. Absolutely. And that's the other thing. She's already, her character's kind of she's spreading out the points too much in Elden Ring, and I just feel like she needs to focus more on maybe a specific build. Right now, she's like, here's some points in intelligence, some points in arcane. I'm like, why are you putting points in arcane, Winnie? I mean, come on, you're 7 months old. You should really know this by now. You should be really speccing into a specific build. And I keep asking what her build's going to be, and she just keeps going, da, da, da. She's doing that a lot. She's saying consonants now, which is fun. She's going, da, 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 which is fun.
That's cool. Does she do stuff with her hands?
Oh, yeah.
I've been having fun with the baby around here who's about Winnie's age. Like, I'll go like this, and she goes like, you know, it's a total response thing, and it's so satisfying to just be like, ah, you're going for it. And recently I'm working on claps.
Yeah.
Anxious
I'm
Fireman
telling you,
said,
it's a reminder to appreciate some simple pleasures.
I know,
There
right?
was a time in your life where a clap was like, what? I'm making
And
sound.
it's cool. It's, you know, having a baby does help you just like, I don't know. I do every morning. I do about 4 hours with Winnie before I start my day, and it does help put things in perspective.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Clapping.
At first, it was like, oh my god, this is such a hard adjustment to make. Like my morning is not my own. You know what I mean? Like I give it up to the baby, but now it's like such a part of my daily practice. I couldn't imagine not. Like at some point, I'm going to be sad now that it doesn't exist. Which
Yeah.
will happen, but
The baby smiling is pretty like pure joy. It's
oh
like
yeah, she
a
smiles
solution
all
to
day, and I can get her to laugh and stuff too. She's Lexi calls she thinks she's a daredevil because I can really get her to laugh if I like toss her up in the air and
Oh,
like
yeah.
like throw her kind of upside down and stuff, and then she'll really get smiley and laughy and stuff. She loves to be like kind of tossed around a little bit.
Happy to talk about kids and babies and stuff, but I thought of one other thing that I forgot to mention.
Sure.
And I'm like fucking stoked about. This weekend I'm going skydiving.
Nice.
Yeah. For the first time ever. I knew this about a month ago that we were going to go do this, and then suddenly it's this weekend, and I'm excited, but I'm also kind of like, I don't know. I don't know what that experience is, so I am completely it's a surreal idea. Yeah, I'm jumping out of a plane this weekend.
Awesome, dude. I don't know if I'll ever do that. I don't know
It
if I
is
can
funny,
handle
as
the
we've
heights
been-
thing, but yeah.
We've been inviting different friends, and some friends are like, no way. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Just nothing.
But it's cool.
And
I think
then-
it's awesome. My brother's done it. I totally get it. I
Dude.
totally understand it for sure.
I have a friend who, especially for the past like 3 or 4 years, you know her as well, Erin. You know what I'm talking about? Zoe's friend, Erin.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so she's been skydiving for like consistently. Got herself certified to go by herself, and like her whole family of friends. Like she's got a really amazing connection with a bunch of people because of jumping out of planes together. And I'm not saying that's going to happen to me, but I'm very excited to have the experience.
You might be the only one able to do it. No, we're too bad.
Okay, Byron is saying from the background, I might be the only one able to do it because we're going for our buddy's birthday, but the boys, there is a weight limit on skydiving, so they've been trying to get it there, and I think you both made progress. I think we're gonna jump out of a plane. I'm not jumping out of a, I mean, I really hope I'm not jumping out of a plane by myself.
Wait. You're saying the other ones are too heavy or too light?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I understand that.
Built too strongly.
Yeah,
Built
too
too
strongly.
strongly.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that way of saying it. I gave up beer because I've been slamming IPAs every night for months, especially since the baby came. Is my coping mechanism for a while, my medicinal. And I finally, for Lent, I dropped beer. And it's been a few weeks now, and I'm feeling awesome, and I immediately lost a bunch of weight. So there you go. That's my advice. If they're big beer drinkers, just don't drink beer for a couple weeks, and it'll probably fly off of you, and then you can jump out of an airplane. Winnie is drinking all of Holden's IPAs for him, absolutely. Daddy's medicinal soda, and absolutely. But you know, it's nice. I love that about the human existence, something that is so fundamental to your day. If you just cut it out and you wait like 3 weeks, I don't even think about it anymore. It's so weird. It was something I needed, like I felt like I needed every day of my life. I craved it, you know. Like I used to eat fast food constantly. You know, it's the same thing. And now it's like I haven't. And I used to have multiple Cokes a day, and like it was such a fundamental part of my life. And I just dropped it. I actually got to go grab some medicinal sodas for Art Smackdown, so I got to go. Hey, enjoy Art Smackdown. I'll definitely rate it. Have fun enjoying the karaoke you picked, Holden. Absolutely will do. Before we get to that, though, let's do some toast. Happy to catch this today.
All right.
I'm stuck at home with COVID. So here we go.
All right.
Not Alexis. Cheers. Thank God you are Alex West, you fucker. And I'm sorry you have COVID. That sucks. But you know what, dude? Sometimes when the tough get COVID, the fucking tough jerk off a lot till it's over, all right? And I think that's what you need to try to start doing, okay? Because as soon as you lose your sense of taste, you lose your sense of fucking life, bro. So if you can't taste anything right now, I'm going to need you to abuse your genitals. Cheers, everybody. Jeff, what do you got for us?
Not Alex East. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, of course, not Alex East. As you know, some of you may not have heard this. I think I may have mentioned it a couple times on this stream, but there is there's an animated series that I'm working on with Netflix right now about not Alex East. It's actually it's. Not Alex East is actually a bunny in this series, but like a bunny with like it's not like an Earth bunny. It's like a bunny, but it's got like I'm not going to say horns, but they're kind of like that. But it's sort of like a trident out of each side of the head. And what happens is there's a friendship ring, and the friendship ring represents everything that you kind of bring into the world. And the bunny must go on this quest to find the friendship ring and bring it to the Lord of the Crabs, who's kind of obviously me in some way. And I don't want to spoil the whole like first season, but success is involved, and you actually do kind of get there. And when the most beautiful scene right now that we're working on right now is when both of us put our you put your little bunny paw, and I put my little crinkly, knobby bit into the ring together. We fuse together and we become this one winged beast, and sort of fly out and spray everybody with joy, like spray, like on their face, on their, sometimes on the breasts of women, and the like the bare chests of men. And it's it's actually one of the, it's much more classy than it sounds. And thank you for being the inspiration for that. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, I've got a.
Sorry, you had to hear that.
No,
Are you ready? Not Alex East.
Go for it.
This goes out to you. Not Alex East, it's for you. It's a song where you get to watch a little bear drum and a really cool lady dance slow. I hope it makes you feel good. I hope it makes you feel good until the drumming stops. It's gonna keep on going. It's a really good wind-up tour. I hope you're doing great. The end. Yay! For you.
You want to talk to the mic? You want to say something?
I told you, it's a prop night. We're using props.
I like when you pull out the props. It's a great
I
coping
got a lot of weird
mechanism.
props.
Sorry, I'm trying to get Winnie to talk. She's never
Show's
talked
so
to the
special.
mic before, so I'm trying to
Will
get
she
her
talk? Whoa.
Say something. It's so hard to get her to talk when not on her own.
No, yeah, they don't
Apparently
perform
she just
for
sat
you.
up by herself, by the way, which is huge. So
Wonderful.
That's what Lexi was just
Yay,
telling
yay,
me. He sleeps in teddy gas. Oh,
yay.
what was that? What'd you say?
Oh, good. I'm so glad. Not.
Love this baby, sweet Winnie girl. Sweet Winnie girl. Have a good night,
Good
DJ
night.
Ballistic.
DJ Ballistics.
Thank you for the
Three cheers to you. Shelves.
the toasts, and next we have a round of toasts and roasts. Ooh, I'm burping a lot. Baby, don't smell that. It's bad. Burping a lot of Moscow Mule. Anywho, okay. Yeah, please have a meal.
Can you make it for me?
Should bring me a bring me some ice and your cup. And
Can we get a please?
Please. And I'm making the mule. I'm doing her the favor. But yeah, totally. Nice shirt, Lex. Holdenator's here, my favorite person in the world. Thank you, DJ Ballistic. All right, here we go. We're back. We're making it happen. We've got a toast and roast for Demon Whiskey Nick. Keep me on my toes, B, lol. Just happy to throw y'all some shekels. Hail yourself. Demon Whiskey Nick, more like Demon Whiskey sucks a dick. Am I right, people? He's got hair, all right? And that's fine. And I love that about him. Ladies and gentlemen, please, all right? I don't even know what's going on. Do you have a wife? I'm scared to talk about her because I don't want to get slapped on stage. Demon Whiskey Nick, got in one little fight. I'm so sick. Oh, my God. How many people? Guys, I hope you're not a part in this club. If something crazy happens and one person is known for like a rap song opening theme to a TV show, and it clearly applies to the situation, just assume 800,000 other hack fuck faces are going to make the joke. And don't make the joke, because it's already going to be done so many times. It's just like... And then you all sit around, congratulate yourselves for coming up with this brilliant joke about connecting a rap song about getting into a fight with an event that had to do with a fight. I mean, can we just for a moment? Please, I hate Twitch. All right, Demon Whiskey Nick, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth, Demon Whiskey Nick. Absolutely. Cheers, everybody. I did a roast, by the way, but you can do a toast as well, Carly, if you're concerned. Or Jeff. Carly's muted, I think.
Oh, Carly, do you want to go?
Drink, sorry.
Who's next?
Go for it, Jeff.
Okay. All right. There is a charity competition that happens in. I think they do it mostly like towns around the East Coast. I know they do it in Philly. They do it in Boston. They do it in definitely in New York, and it might have made south a little bit too. I think they do it like in Raleigh and stuff. But it's a thing where you have to you. It's gonna sound crazy, but you eat your weight in microwave oven. You have to you supply the microwave ovens or ovens depending on how much you break it down with you can only like use your hands, like your fists and sometimes your thighs and your teeth. And what you do is like as you tear away at like the microwave oven until you've like eaten officially like the amount of like your weight. So you actually weigh twice as much as you did when you started. And that's how they judge it. You stand on a big scale when you do this. I have competed in this thing probably every year. I think I missed the year that my girls were born, but I've competed in it since I would say 1998. And what it is I never won. I never even like broke the top 3. And I was one year like I started doing it, and there was I just lost heart all the way through it. This is like probably about 5 years ago, and I started getting to the point where I'm just like crying, and it's like I'm never fucking eating my weight in the microwave again. I'm like snot crying. It was like ugly. I'm like just horrible. And then lo and behold, somebody comes walking up out of the crowd with a shirt that actually says Demon Whiskey Nick on it. So that's why I made the connection when I saw you appear in chat, and started like shoving like bits of microwave down my throat. At one point, picked me up by like the top of my head, shook me in order to get like more like bits of like of metal down, and it worked. And I'll tell you what worked. I didn't actually win, but I came in a solid 3, and I was it was probably one of the most beautiful experiences I've ever had in my entire life. And I have you to thank for it, and that's why I love you, Demon Whiskey Nick.
Hell yeah, dude. Cheers. Hold on, I need to drink the drink I just made for Lexi because mine's empty.
Thank you. I hate the Twitch 77 said I'm a keeper.
Okay, Demon Whiskey Nick, you're getting a roast because I found the perfect assistant. Are you ready? What's the matter with you? Jeez, what's wrong with you? Why? Why do you do these things? What the hell, man? Oh, every time I think of you, I just want to, I want to throw things. I want to flip some chairs and tables and David Whiskey Dick, it's because of you. Why? For you.
Beautiful roast. Thank you so much, Carly. I am going to make.
This toy though.
I love that toy.
Bad Dad? Is that
Bad
what it is?
Dad.
I'm mad, Dad. Mad about it. Ugh.
Love the props tonight, says
Anybody?
Pippino. Here are the steps for tonight. It's the Holdenator Mule. You're going to do 2 parts vodka, 1/2 part fresh lime juice, 3 parts ginger beer, stir in copper cup. Get it. That's the Holdenator Mule. Thank you, everybody, for joining tonight. We have a little less than an hour for you. I think we're going to jump into questions. I am going to make my final Moscow Mule of the night. I hate to dip out now, says Nigga Babe, but I just wanted to say I had a great time. Thank you all for being such a lovely bunch of people. Love you all so very much. Have a good week, everyone.
Nuka,
Bye, Nuka.
so happy to see you here tonight. Mwah.
Little baby head with her baby hands and baby feet.
All right, get this baby away from the vodka, please. All right, here we go. I'm making my last mule of the night.
Do we have more toast to do?
Oh, here's yours, by the way.
I'm
Where'd you
prepared.
go? We have.
I don't know where we're
No, I don't think we have any.
Caught up? Okay. I might just show you guys some toys.
All right. You're just gonna show us some show. Do show and tell right now.
No, I'm gonna hold on to him just in case, but maybe I'll show some more toys.
Give Winnie a drink. I should do that live on stream. That'll really go a long way for me in my Twitch streaming career. Oh, this feed babies cocktails. Her head is so big.
She's a baby.
She's a baby, but you know, babies.
Their brain.
That's the proportion.
Charlie,
of babies.
that was hilarious.
You know, it's funny. You look at your babies when they're like little, and you go,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life." And then you look at the pictures of them when you're like older, like their first couple weeks, you're like, "That's fucking Smeagol." I had it's.
First couple
We
weeks,
look at
I
girls
was
now, and they look like frogs.
I was thinking about that earlier. How like Winnie now is so cute and like such a cherub. I keep referring to her as cherubic. You know what I mean? Like she's just such a perfect picture of a baby. I haven't done it yet. She's such a perfect like picture of a baby. And yet, when she first came out, they're like little. They're just shriveled up little. Worm
beans. They're like tiny little beans. They're all just curled in on themselves.
But I would say more like worm-like, or like just it's like they're very like they're little.
They look like
slugs.
those things in Phantasm. They were like in that little dimension, like crawling. Yeah, it's
Hey, my baby pictures aren't cute.
Totally. Well,
like the initial ones, I was born 6 weeks early, so I was a tiny little.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
You know.
Twins are always premature too, so the girls were preemies as well. But and I say that now because obviously I wouldn't be making fun of them if they've never really grown out of that. But they're. Can you hear me at all?
All right, here. Yeah, absolutely. We hear you.
Was I able to be heard that whole time? I was like talking. Okay, my thing wasn't on. So anyway.
All right, here we go. I forget how this one even goes. In honor of.
What song is it?
Physical violence happening at the Oscars is DJ Jazzy Jeff of the Fresh Prince. Parents just don't understand. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready for some special karaoke via myself, Holden McNeely? Also, if you'd like to donate for any songs before the night is through, we've got a little bit more time for you. We got a little less than an hour. There's the link right there. $5 for a toast or roast for you. $10 to choose one of us to perform karaoke. You choose the song. Kyle chose this song, not me. But here we go.
Kyle gave me good advice on how to do karaoke on Twitch. So, if I ever do it again.
Well, ignore it. You know, the parents are the same no matter time or place. Don't understand his kids are going to make some mistakes. So I tell you other kids all across the land, no need to argue, parents just don't understand. Fuck yourself. Hit a guy on a award show. Yeah. Smack a guy. Remember one year my mom took me to school shopping. It was me, my brother, and my mom, my pop. My little sister and I hopped in the car. We headed downtown to the Gallery Mall. My mom started bugging with the clothes she chose. I didn't say nothing first, just turned up my nose. Said, what's wrong? This shirt costs $20. I said, Mom, the shirt is plaid with a butterfly collar. Next half hour was the same old thing. My mom was buying me clothes from my 1963. And then she lost her mind to the ultimate. I asked her from Adidas and she bought me zips. I said, Mom, what are you doing? You'll ruin my rep. She said, you're only 16. You don't have a rep yet. So Mom, put the clothes back, please. She said, no, you go to school to learn, not for a fashion show. So this is a shut up now. Come on, Mom, I'm not no Bowser. Mom, please put back the bell-bottom Brady Bunch trousers. And if you don't want to, I can live with that. You go back, put back the double knit reversible slacks. She wasn't moving everything, stayed the same inevitably. First day of school came, thought I could get over her. I tried to play sick, but my mom said, no, wait, forget it. There was nothing I could do. I tried to relax. I got dressed up in those ancient artifacts. And when I walked into school, it was just as I thought. The kids were cracking up, laughing at the clothes my mom bought. And those who weren't laughing were still having a ball because they were pointing and whispering as I walked down the hall. I got home and told my mom how the other day when she said they were laughing, you don't need them. You're not your friends. The next 6 hours I tried to explain to my mom I was going to have to go in about 200 more times to tell the other kids all across the land there's no need to argue. Parents just don't understand. God, they say a lot of clothing things. Ugh, holding is the only good thing about this side, please. Pretty drunk, SDL.
You know.
Okay, here's the situation. My parents went away on a week's vacation and they left the keys to the brand new Porsche. They were mine. Well, of course not. I'll just take it for a little spin and maybe show it off for a couple of friends. I'll just cruise it around the neighborhood. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, of course I should. Pay attention. Here's the tick of the plot. I pulled up the corner to the end of my block. And that's when I saw the beautiful girly girl walking. I picked up my car phone and perpetrate like I was talking. You should have seen this girl's bodily dimensions as I honked my horn just to get her attention. She said, was for me? I said, yeah. She said, why? I said, come on and take a ride with a hell of a guy. She said, how do I know you're not sick? You could be some deranged a lunatic. I said, come on, toots. My name is the Prince. Besides, would a lunatic have a Porsche like this? She agreed and we were on our way. She was looking very good, so I must say, word. We hit McDonald's, pulled into the drive. We ordered 2 Big Macs and 2 large fries with Cokes. She kicked her shoes off onto the floor. She said, drive fast, speed turns me on. She put her hands on my knee. I put my foot on the gas. We almost got whiplash. We took off so fast. The sunroof was open. The music were high. The girl's hand was slowly moving up my thigh. She's had open 3 buttons on her shirt so far. I guess that's why I didn't notice the police car. We were doing 90 in my mom's new Porsche. And to make this long story short, when the cop pulled me over, I was scared as hell. I said, I don't have a license, but I drive very well. Officer, I had almost a heart attack that day. Come to find it, the girl was a 12-year-old runaway. I was arrested. The car was impounded. There was no way for me to avoid being grounded. My parents had to come off vacation to get me. I'd rather be in jail than have to after my father hit me. My parents walked in, and I got my grip. I said, Mom, Dad, how was your trip? They didn't speak. I said I wanted to plead my case, but my father just shoved me in the car in my face. It was hard ride home. I don't know how to survive, but they took turns. One would beat me while the other was driving. I can't believe it. I just made one mistake. Well, parents are the same no matter time or place. So I tell you other kids all across the land, take it from me, parents just don't understand. So says Jesus Christ. Good Lord, that's the song. All right, there you go. Parents just don't understand. My parents.
I was like in high school when that song came out. That song was so incredibly popular. I mean, people fucking loved that stupid song. That just shows you the past is bullshit.
Did I just hear 12-year runaway? Yes, you did.
Yeah. Yep.
So funny, man. All right, well, there you go. Parents just don't understand. All right. Where are we at? We have 45 minutes. We have another drink to drink.
Are there more karaoke's?
I think it's over. I think Kyle, if sadly, that might be the final karaoke song of the night, unless someone wants to change that.
46 minutes left. So
Except I don't know. I don't really play video games.
Donated quite a lot of money. No specific karaoke incentive, but I guess at the end of the day, we could allow that to open the door.
We can throw in that shit at the end of the night. I think certainly. I'd love to hear you sing again, Carly. So.
Oh, this is fun.
I will allow it as long as it's that song over again. So if
no, thanks.
We should do a karaoke like art thing, and just like each of us do the same song by Will Smith over and over again.
Oh God.
So funny, man. All right, we've made it into the final hour. It's time for questions, and I drunkenly need to come up with some.
Do we still have jazz happening? Or do we not hear it anymore?
I just put it back on. Hey, give me a toast and let Carly choose a song to sing, says SDL. All right, cool. We'll do a song in just a little bit and a toast in just a little bit. We're going to take a few minutes. Let's do a couple of questions. I have the song playing, the jazz playing in the background.
Well, I just don't hear it in my... It's okay.
But yes, the background music is happening. I just put it back on.
Cool.
Question: what's your favorite vacation spot you've ever been to?
I was gonna add, if you couldn't think of one, I was gonna suggest that very same question.
Weird, really?
Yeah,
that's
so
weird.
I was gonna say, what's your favorite vacation spot? Yeah.
I would say, well, I had a nice situation in North Carolina. My parents, we had a family mountain cottage, and for a little while they had a timeshare beach house situation with like 5 other families, and I loved having the access to those two things. I also, though, my fondest memory from a kid was it was for work trips. My dad had like work retreats that we got to go on at the Grove Park Inn. And I've been wanting to go back there. It's this huge resort. It kind of looks like a Shining style resort, but it's in the mountains of North Carolina as opposed to wherever the fuck that is. I think that's on the West Coast. And I loved it. It had like a couple of different pools. It was in the mountains. They had an arcade. They had Golden Axe 2 and Street Fighter.
I'm here in Colorado.
Huh?
It's Colorado.
Golden Axe 2.
The Shining Hotel. Yeah. Well, this was Grove Park Inn was in North Carolina, but I loved it so much, and I want to go back there actually, and probably pay way too much money to do it. It's very expensive. It's a very expensive resort, but of course we got to go there. It was for my dad's like work. He used to work for was it Jefferson Pilot or something, whatever. But anyways, when he was a corporate lawyer. And that was cool. And he played golf. They had golf or whatever. The Biltmore House was not too far away. No. I think it was actually called Jefferson Pilot, weirdly. I know the Jefferson Airplane connection is bizarre, but it wasn't that band. It was super not cool. It was totally different. But anyways, I'd say I guess that was it. I don't know. Coolest vacation spot. What about you, Jeff? What do you got for us?
I'd say... I've been thinking about this, and I think I'm going to go with Cozumel. Lindsay and I have been there like a couple times. It's this little island off of it's like you take a boat to get there from Playa del Carmen in Mexico, and it's this little island with this huge like rainforest in the middle of it, and just really good tequila and and fun little things too. There's some touristy stuff there too, but there's also like bits of it you just feel like you kind of get lost in this village, and it's I don't know, I really love going there. And there's a restaurant that has this a lot of cats too that Lindsay, it makes her very happy too. So cats sit in your lap while you're drinking mezcal. So I just had a lot of fun memories of that, so I'm gonna go with that. Cozumel.
Hell yeah, Cozumel, great answer. Carly, what do you got? Favorite destination, vacation spot you've done?
I haven't. I've been fortunate enough to like do a few vacations and some traveling, but when we did a semester abroad in college in Scotland, Scotland was the most amazing place I've ever seen. We went up, took a bus tour through the Highlands, and it was so windy that you could like lean on the wind and just feeling really close. Here we go, hippy dippy. Really close to like the planet. It was so freaking gorgeous, and just climbing, and I really loved that. I think that was my favorite place I've ever been.
Hell yeah. Not technically a vacation, but I studied in Berlin, and it was awesome. Hell yeah.
Yeah, many people have said Berlin is pretty cool.
I get a cabin in Vermont on Lake Champlain for a week every year with my dad. It's nice. That's awesome. Very punk and queer and lots of history. Yeah, I've heard Berlin's a really cool spot to be, for sure. Silver Falls, that's cool.
But if we're talking about places we've never been, or I've never been before, that's kind of a different question. Like I would like to check out New Zealand, but I've never. I can't. I can assume that it's lovely, and I would like to see the Aurora Borealis.
Sure,
which
of course.
You can do from a few different places. So
Aurora Borealis, right here in your kitchen at this time of year. Steamed hams.
But Scotland was beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, what else do we have? Also, chat, please answer as well. The Rural Juror, absolutely. Lord of the Rings filming location tour is my dream vacation, 100%. I feel like I'm ready to go back down the Lord of the Rings hole and rewatch all of that stuff. And
I'd like to check out Australia sometime, too. I mean, like, I don't know. There's really not a place in the world you could name where I'm like, nah. I'd love to go anywhere I haven't been before.
Some kind of Lord of the Rings series coming up, isn't there? What's it called? Does anybody know? It's like
it's like, is
it a series or?
Yeah, it's a series on Amazon.
The Silmarillion or so whatever it's called. I think
it's like prequel stuff, kind of like as much as prequel.
Rings of Power. Like
thank you. Early history, Rings of Power. Oh yeah, that's right. It's how all the rings got distributed.
Yes.
I believe is kind of the story.
I'm afraid to get excited about that. I think I'll just let it wash over me, and it'll be a pleasant surprise.
I'll be really into that, and Lindsay will not.
Lindsay's not a big Lord of the Rings person?
We dovetail on so many things. We're like into so many things, but she's just not a Lord of the Rings person. So that's the one thing that loses her.
That's interesting, but what about fantasy in general?
Yeah, she loves like Kingkiller Chronicles. She loves like a lot of the same stuff that I do, but she just can't go there with Lord of the Rings. At least that's what she's been telling me. She's got a secret she's keeping.
I've been to Holden Beach, absolutely Red Age prop in North Carolina for sure. It's like mid-second age, if you know lore, yeah, for sure. So tired of superheroes. I'm kind of getting tired of superheroes too, but they keep putting out things that are very good, so I end up watching them. But
I'm tired of superheroes.
Give me
fucking Moon Knight. I can't wait to watch Moon Knight. I'm so excited about that.
Me too. I was gonna say, give it.
Oscar Isaac, man. I
love Oscar Isaac.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hype for Moon Knight. It
looks so great.
Yeah. I want to see and Miss Marvel. I'm looking forward to that too. That's
that'll be good. I'm sure I'll end up watching. Well, as long as I know it's good. I will say, actually, you know what kind of lost me that I'm trying to trudge through or like get back into is the fucking Boba Fett show. I thought I was going to really enjoy that. I've seen like 2 episodes of it, and I'm just like, I don't know if I give a fat fuck about this goddamn show.
It was very paced weird. I did like it because obviously, again, I was watching the original, as you pointed out before. I saw the original Star Wars in the theater in 1977. But the thing is, so I've been waiting for 30 years or whatever to watch him come out of that Sarlacc. But the thing is, but it was so strange, like the flashback and stuff, and then he wasn't in half the series. It was a very bizarre show. I did like it.
Fat President says more like Boba fuck this show, which is interesting. He also said the Mando episodes are really good though, so
that's the thing. Yeah, those are like my favorite ones. And
oh my god, have you guys seen Turning Red?
Also,
yes,
it's so good. Have you seen it, Jeff? You gotta watch it. You gotta prepare yourself. Turning Red is great for you guys with these young girls you got. It's totally that coming of age like girl movie that's perfectly done. I feel like by Pixar. It's so well done. You guys got to check it out.
Oh, yeah, of course we have. Yeah, we have seen it. I forgot the name of it. Yes, we did see it. We saw it like the day that it came on Disney. Yeah, it's amazing. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that was
Turning
awesome,
Red.
man.
It was also
also
hard to watch a little bit because like the characters are decently developed and like very believable. I was getting very frustrated with certain characters that deserve some frustration. I don't want to.
Yeah.
No spoilers because I didn't know too much going into it, and then I was just like, ooh, and then the whole like turnaround is pretty.
Kara Skechers,
real.
I think, probably said what you were thinking.
The mom stressed me out. Yeah,
She made me so mad. So mad. Left and right. I was like, no.
I do want to give a quick shout out to Demon Whiskey Nick who said that his Dark Material season 3 coming soon. Also, that's another great series that Lindsay and I love too. It's
Is it?
I mean, the TV show is good, but the book series is really, really fun.
Gotcha. Hell yeah.
But I really like the TV series as well, though. But I love his Dark Materials books. And there's a new series of it, too, the Book of Dust trilogy, which the first 2 of that are out. So.
Oh, neat.
I'm going to stop going off on that. I feel like I'm stalling.
No, you're
also
fine.
haven't
I have got to do a bathroom break, so I think we're going to bring this into the
We're doing a
SDL
song?
donation. Yeah. Give me a toast and let Carly choose a song to sing. So I'm going to do a toast. We'll do a round of toasts for SDL, and then Carly, while you do the song, I'm going to probably jump off to urinate.
I picked one.
All right, cool. SDL, always appreciate the Elden Ring banter. You're the best here in this chat. Thank you so much for being a part of it. A toast to you, a toast to everyone you love. May they live very long lives, and we'll miss you when they're all gone. All right, cheers.
STL.
Don't hit someone on a stage during an award show. Go on, Jeff.
Okay, STL. You wouldn't normally think that throwing a human limb could be like something beautiful and something that that inspires you and like gives you like a sense of joy. But STL proved us all wrong. I think we all remember this. I think we all remember the Super Bowl halftime show 2015. But yeah. There's very few people who can not only rip an arm off of a living human being, like an adult man, but then pick it up and then fling it like a beautiful, beautiful boomerang. It looks like it gains new life in no longer being attached to a human body and comes back and then catch it and then use that arm and your own arm to jump rope with. And that's the kind of shit that really makes you think, what am I doing with my life? What have I accomplished, really? But it also kind of inspires you to do better. And SDL, I really I thank you for bringing that kind of joy and inspiration to me. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, SDL. If you were looking in a box in an attic and you wanted to find like the coolest toy that there could ever be, and it was you, it would be this toy.
Oh, it's pretty sick. I think I remember that one. I think I had that one. Yeah, I think I have that one too.
I salute you with my Wolverine claws. Oh, but wait a second. Is that the coolest it could be? No, because this one also goes out to you.
Definitely had that one. That one I definitely had.
For you, we do the Wolverine dance of cool stuff you can find to you. Yeah. And that's when he would like freeze leap into the sky with some cool graphics.
Totally. Cheers.
Bad salute. He's Wolverine. He's got limited motion.
Like how you sort of did the theme from the animated show as well. All right, Carly. Hit us with the song while I go pee, right. And then we'll do the final half hour of the stream. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. We've definitely got a little more stream for you. We keep doing questions. If anyone wants to donate for a final karaoke song or something like that, here's the link. And, yeah, let's do this. Are you ready to go, Carly?
Yes, I'm so glad. Because I mean, these are things that make me happy. I hope that they make you happy with whatever level of improvisation I have at the moment. Okay, here we go. Surprise. Wait a second. Hold up. It went back.
Oh, boy.
I got this.
Here we
No, not oh boy. It's
Hell yeah, Steel. It's very good. Just try to find the first boss as quick as you can, because then you can level up. Just run.
There it
Just
is.
try to find him.
YouTube likes to change their buttons around, like right when you're about to hit a button. I think this should be fun.
I finished with my woman cause she couldn't help me with my mind. People think I'm insane because I am frowning all the time. All day long I think of things, but nothing seems to satisfy. I think I'll lose my mind if I don't find something to pacify. Can you help me? And I'll give her my brand. Whoa, yeah. I need someone to show me the things in life I cannot find. I can't see the things that make true happiness. I must be blind.
There's a few instrumentals, but you know, nothing to complain about.
Make a joke and I will sigh and you will laugh and I will cry. Happiness I cannot feel and love to me is so unreal. And so as you hear these words telling you now of my estate, I can tell you enjoy life. I wish I could, but it's too late.
Yahoo! Huzzah, huzzah! Love a good Black Sabbath, right? I think somebody had asked for some Metallica, and that was the idea I had. Closest as I could. And I mean, come on. Yay, SDL likes it. Thanks, Etta Group. Thank you so much. Demon Whiskey Nick says, what if it began to rain, but in the sound of the falling rain, people began to hear voices, and then the phenomenon began to happen all over the world? Just a passing thought. Seems like a short story. Yeah, write it.
Man, that was
Write it,
fast.
brah.
Yo.
Thanks, so. Thanks,
All right.
Lamped.
All right. A half an hour to go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. And I
Oh,
need-
good, Fat President. Thanks, friends.
I gotta start preconceiving questions. But I will say, not as good as Holden's rapping, but I'll take it. Thank you so much, Red Age Prop. Ugh. At least I can do that old school, you know, pre-cum.
Yep. Yeah, you said that.
All right. There you go. What was I gonna say?
I clearly need to do more cardio, by the way, because that was fucking exhausting.
That's a chugga 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 song. I mean, that it's
Yeah, we need to. I need to hit that treadmill more.
Yeah, I gotta go for a run tomorrow.
I'm feeling those. I'm feeling these little drinks in my cheeks. I'll tell you what.
I know, dude. I meant to eat
Got the
something
rag
right before
out.
I started. And that's why I'm like immediately so hammered. Well, I always thought I chose an easy username, but clearly not. I'm just LampDL.
Lamp DL.
Lampdle.
Got you.
I always go with Lampdle.
I like Lamped Puddle too. Lamp Puddle. I don't
Lampdle.
know.
Yeah, Lampdle is actually what I've been going. Well, I'm always like, is it an I? I think if it was a
Lampdle.
capital L, but I guess everything's
lamp on the down
uppercase,
low.
lowercase, for sure. Embarrassing school stories. Embarrassing school stories. What do you got for us, chat? What did I? My thing was, all right, so all the jocks were in my math class for some reason right before lunch, and I was always like really hungry for lunch. Maybe I just didn't eat enough breakfast or something every morning, but I was always starving when lunch came around, and I hated waiting in line. So I would kind of like flee from math class, and like it was like if you just kind of picked up the pace and you sort of ran to the line. You wouldn't have to wait in line. You just go right through, and you'd get some fries, and get some whatever. Eat some terrible lunch.
Oh, it's funny.
So that's what I would do. And so the jocks were all like, "What do we call them? Because we don't know what to call. They don't talk like this. They don't talk like what do we call?" They were like, "Let's call him Smokey Joe. He's Smokey Joe because he runs." I was just like, and I talked about this before. But it always like blew my mind that they came up with this nickname for me arbitrarily, Smokey Joe, because I ran to the
like
lunch
the
line.
Joe line or something.
I don't know why they called me
Sloppy
that,
Joe?
but it was because I ran to
Sloppy
get
Joes are
into the
good.
lunch line fast, and so they called me Smokey Joe.
Sloppy Joe.
Little baby bundle.
Yeah, go for it.
That fart puncher, excuse me, pissed my pants in the second grade field trip because I was too shy to ask where the bathroom was. Yeah,
This baby is physically
I
wet.
understand that.
What is that?
Bathroom passes were a little intimidating at a certain age, and still are for other kiddos.
So anyways, thank you, Tootin69. So anyways, I was nicknamed Smokey Joe. That was like one of my, I think, earliest frustrating memories. That was like late, too. That was like in high school, so. Yeah, I pissed my pants in second grade field trip because I was too shy to ask where the bathroom was. Embarrassing stories. My friends took my poetry book and started reading my poems out loud as I was taking a shit. I think I put a hole in the door. I still talk to some of them. I didn't talk to them for days.
Yeah, I mean, there's embarrassing stuff. The story that popped in my mind first though is I had like a retainer type thing in what would have been 7th grade. I guess we're talking about high school, but this is a story I'm telling. I lost it, and my friend had to go through all of the lunchroom trash cans with me to try and find it, like over break. And my friend and I were just going through all the
classic losing the retainer. This is one thing I thought
It fucking
about.
sucked. And then the crazy thing is we went through all the trash and we still didn't find it. And I was like, okay, we were sitting right here. And if someone was wiping off the table, they would have gone whoosh. And then I kind of followed the Sherlock Holmes line to the corner, and there it was. But we had already gone through all the trash.
It's the one thing I thought about for kids, the thing that sucked really hard, and maybe people have some stories from this as well. You're bound to lose shit and get in trouble for it. Like, it's never not going to happen.
That's expensive.
But a retainer's the worst
like a
one.
whoopsie daisy.
Retainer's the worst one. But jackets,
I was scared. Not because my parents were going to be like
umbrellas. It was always umbrellas.
Nothing was going to happen to me. I just knew it was expensive, and I was like, "Fuck." I also didn't want to go get a new one.
Jeff, what do you got?
I had a nice friend.
I went dark at first. I was thinking all these things because I was bullied pretty bad in grade school and that, and I was like, I can't tell a dark story like that. But so I'll tell one that is actually legitimately embarrassing, slightly dark. But I was I don't remember what grade it was. I just remember it was the point where like kids are just starting to kind of grow up a little bit, and girls go a little bit faster than boys. And there was this girl she was like a new person in our class, and she got a lot of attention because she was a very developed girl who seemed to like be aware of it and cool with it, which is, you know, good for her. But I remember sitting in class one time and I was looking over and she had her shirt like unbuttoned very low and there was some cleavage happening, and I being like a little like, you know, like prepubescent or like early pubescent boy, like just like staring and not realizing even that I was like just staring at her, just like across the room, and I suddenly look up and I realize something, and she's like looking at me, and she has this kind of like disgusted look in her face. I got so scared I kind of jumped, and I knocked my folder off my desk. It made a big loud clattering noise, and I got scared, and I jumped up, and I tripped, and I fell. I took a knee, kind of like hard. People started laughing around me. The teacher clearly thought I was like making a joke or something like that, and was like a little bit like, "You all right?" or something, you know. And like I was doing a bit, and I looked back over there, and she's very just kind of like disturbed, like looking at me and buttoning up her shirt, and I was, yeah, it was.
Do you think that informed your behavior towards women from then on? Like, do you think that like maybe you are subconsciously afraid of women? I mean, probably.
I don't know. I mean, I did know that I was. I mean, it's an awkward time for a lot of people anyway. But I just like, you know, I was like, I must never. I remember thinking at the time, God, don't ever do that again. Never look at a girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You know, and like I said, it was almost sort of like I wasn't even like aware that I was doing it until like I caught myself, and because she caught me, and then I did a pratfall to make things worse and drew more attention to myself, and then
Fear of being caught.
so.
Yeah.
Demo Whiskey Nick says, embarrassing stories. My friends took my poetry book and started reading my poems out loud as I was taking a shit. I think I put a hole in the door. I still talk to some of them. I don't, I didn't talk to them for days. I bet. Absolutely. That's such a kid thing, though. They didn't know how much they were fucking you up with that.
Didn't you read that twice?
Did I?
I think so.
I did drama club, said the frat president. Had to do brown face. I am destined to be Prime Minister of Canada, and didn't go on stage until the second act. I was goofing off backstage. I pretended to shoot myself in the head with the prop gun, which was an airsoft gun, and I blew my front teeth out and had to go out and do this show mumble mouthed without a front tooth during dress rehearsal in front of some parents and teachers. That was an example of... That was an example of you actually, as a kid, should have stopped everything and said my tooth got blown off and gone to the hospital. But instead, you decided to put.
Kids will just like go.
This is the other thing, though. You don't want to acknowledge it because you're like embarrassed, but it's actually like a true health problem. Is Winnie is eating my shirt right now? Did you just feed her?
Yeah, I did. She's covered in avocado and some kind of puree.
Wayward Weasel. I always lost stuff. I was just remembering this morning the time I had a carpool while the kid who I carpooled with had a basketball game. So his mom drove me home and was going to go to the game after, but I couldn't find the keys to get into my front door, and I offered a bunch of times to just go sit in the backyard until someone came home, let me in, but this kid's mom wouldn't leave me, so she missed his whole game. My mom got home and immediately found my keys buried deep in my backpack.
Yeah. Oh my god. You
Um,
had me at brown face. What was the role? I need to know. What was the role? Fuck. Sorry.
When he's in her grab everything and yank on it phase, and so we're just dealing with that. Now you just taught Winnie a new word, which is fantastic. My friends were my bullies, and I don't think they ever understood how hard that was. Yeah, for sure. I totally get that. Sweet baby girl. She's about to do it again.
Well, she's already knocked the ice out, so I need to clean this up. I should go away.
All right. Where were we? My God. Sweet baby girl.
I'll go away. I tried. There's water here.
Sure.
I'll get it later.
Oh, that's fine. What's up? Did I lose you guys?
No.
Carly's
Did you?
muted.
Okay.
I think Carly, you're muted somehow. I'm like, what did I do? Did I offend you guys? You guys got really quiet.
I just mute it because so
seriously-
nothing gets too loud. I burned myself, and it's been that way for days, and I'm finally being baby about it because it just started hurting, and so like, like just during this stream.
That's so funny.
I'm like, ow, ow, ow.
I was wondering what happened. You guys got really quiet. Like we just had a weird, or when you just knocked this stuff, I was like, wait, what did I just do? Did something?
No, I was just.
I just zoned out. I zoned out like I was a kid looking at some 6th grade boobs.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what?
I didn't know I was muted.
Oh, no, you're fine. Also, that's funny when the burn just started to affect you.
It hurts like a bastard, and I've had it for like 3 or 4 days, and all of a sudden now it's like...
Man, baby, faint in the paint. Thank you so much for the sub. I love you guys. Greatly appreciate it. I played an Indian father. I went to a super small rural school, and so they asked me if I would do it because I was okay at doing voices. So I legit did an Apu impression. Not at all okay. I was 14, I think, though, so I give myself a 50. Oh, 50% pass. Give yourself 100% pass. You were a kid.
No, I think 50% is fair, but not that you should feel extra guilt, but you don't get more than a 50%. It's like
they
right
told
or
him they asked him to do it.
I know, and they misled you.
That's why I say it's not Fat President's fault that the authorities made him do it, essentially.
I think Fat President is taking responsibility for,
Can I revise my answer now suddenly? Because that made me think it was actually college.
Okay.
When I played an Asian character, and I won't go into the whole thing what the play was and stuff like that, but I played an Asian character, and the makeup person actually put little like eyelid things for me, like actual prosthetic thing to like try and make and I just looked like a monster, and I should have known. Even like the 90s, we should have known better.
Yeah,
it was
for
really fucking bad. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the late 90s for me, and I did Kim and Miss Saigon.
Yeah, dude. You're saying we should have known better, but that was the 90s, man. I mean, that was completely acceptable in every way. So, I mean, I guess you could have a time machine
with the 50%, because I think even back then I was like, this isn't cool. This isn't
really?
Cool.
I don't know. I
felt it. I did. But I don't think I put on any sort of accent. I just sang songs. But I did look.
Right. They gave
part,
you the
and
Asian.
that's weird, and
that's so
not
funny.
Right.
I did not. I don't think
it's cool that we can reflect like this. It's like
I weirdly avoided that as like a character actor in like every play I did. I weirdly avoided doing some kind of like racial stereotype. We all remember dressing up as Native Americans and pilgrims and children around Thanksgiving. I mean, yeah, that was like completely normal. You do like like you do the whole thing with the fucking headdress and shit. I mean, that was like completely accepted in every way. Like there was, nothing against, no one raising their hand.
It still very much is. I mean, like, I don't know. People get nostalgic about weird traditions, even when the traditions are not correct. And like, it's.
Yeah, like smacking someone in the face at the Oscars. It's an unfortunate tradition that we have to deal with now.
I have to quickly just say something else about the school that I was going to, where I was allowed to put where they put me in like the eyelid things to
that
make
is
it
a little extra.
But they because there was like a year or so later we flew over the cuckoo's nest. I wasn't in the show, but there was an actor we had in the theater department. Who was a theater person. This guy Steve, who was Native American. He was giant. He was this giant wall of a man, and the whitest man in the world got cast as Chief. And this guy, and he was a good actor too. It was amazing. He was going.
That's just theater school for you. That's so funny. Shit. I love it.
There's a part written for Steve. It's Chief, and nope, this big white dude got it.
At the time, most people had fairly good intentions, so it's good realizing where we need to improve and how we look stupid or ridiculous when we think we're funny sometimes. Yeah, 100%, completely. I don't know. I mean, people want to go back and be like super upset about what happened before, but it was like, dude, the norm was one way before, all right, and then we got better over time, which is great that we are where we're at, but we can't dwell on being fucked up in the past. It was just normal, I
feel like you have to look at things sort of like I mean, you can admit that that was fucked up, that was wrong, and it's your job to then say, that's fucked up. I'm sorry for that, but it's like but that's how you deal with
Yeah.
it. If you can't go back in time and correct like stupid things and words you use.
The one
and
that's
stuff,
the one
when
that
it was
kills
more
me
like
the
in
most.
zeitgeist, now it's like apologize for it and move on.
The one that kills me the most is the first Ace Ventura movie, man. I'm so sad that one in hindsight is fucked because of the ending with the like trans thing. It's such a bummer. But also I because I love Ace Ventura, and they might actually make a third one, right? And I'm really excited about that. The people who did the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which, by the way, we're doing an episode on that for Wizard the Bruiser, Sonic the Hedgehog. And so I recently watched that movie, and it's so much fun. And it's Jim Carrey doing like old school Jim Carrey character acting, and that's such a fun thing to watch. And apparently they are working on a third Ace Ventura. I will say the ending of Ace Ventura, it was all a parody of a movie that was very popular, a prestigious movie at the time that was very popular called The Crying Game. And people don't know that it was actually, if you at least know that it was commenting on The Crying Game, which is actually the true fucked up movie. Now, I believe that movie, bringing it all back around, won an Oscar, I believe.
I saw that movie actually in the theater. It's not as fucked up as you would think of just explaining it, actually, because they do. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and defend it and say that it's like the most non-fucked up movie ever. But the thing is, they did explore sort of the fact that by the end, like the main character, this Stephen, I can't remember the actor's name like that, but was basically accepted this woman as a woman, and it was but they did get a little bit into this sort of like ooh, it was like a guy the whole time, and you didn't know it, and that's what they wanted to do, like trick you into things. But it was it for the time was as sensitive as they could have been with that kind of thing. So Bill
and Ted's Excellent Adventure, or probably all the Bill and Ted's, are a little hard to watch. Because they're so good for so many reasons, and like plucky and cheeky in all the right ways, but then they just say the F word a lot.
Yeah, totally.
A lot.
In Bill and Ted?
It's a reminder of how often people used to say that.
It was just normal.
Like with just
I thought you meant fuck. I forgot you were talking. I know what F word you're talking about. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But no.
I'll say fuck. I was like, hate that.
It was like,
that was the weirdest with watching. I think it was Monster Squad. Like Monster Squad's my favorite like unsung film from childhood. Blue. And then just totally the bad. I always call it the bad gay F. All of a sudden, the bad gay F just being screamed at the very beginning of the movie, albeit by the bully. You know what I mean? But it's just so fucking crazy.
Not in Bill and Ted. They say it. And I'm like, Bill, Ted, no.
yeah.
No.
I know, but
I want to apologize to Reddit. I want to quickly apologize to Red Age Prop, coming from I don't know how you identify it all like that, but this Red Age Prop did say The Crying Game was fucked up as well, and I'm like, I didn't realize. I mean, I had not seen it since it was in the theaters. I'm apologize, but you say no apologize is necessary. But I do want to say that because it's easy for me to come at something and say, oh yeah, it was sensitive, when I don't know what all the issues. I don't know what somebody in that position was feeling like, and so if I've offended anybody for saying that, I'm sorry.
All right, so this is why we get to our main point. Where do we fall, Team Will or Team Rock? I'm Team Rock. Jeff, how do you stand? Where do you stand?
Talk about it anymore.
Wait.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm gonna get toys.
I just love putting Carly in the corner. I'm sorry to everyone, says it, Drabbit. Absolutely. I would also like to apologize. Unbelievable Anxious Spider-Man.
Get you old and
Carly's team childhood toys, which is not going to get her far. All right, especially on Twitter. Okay,
it gets me plenty far. Thank you very much. I'm very satisfied.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we move into the final throes of this stream. Man, it's been a weird one. I've enjoyed it though. These Moscow Mules. I haven't had a stream yet. Or I haven't had a stream in a while.
They're sneaky.
Yeah, I haven't had one in a while where it snuck up on me, and I remembered I told myself, you had a light lunch, eat something before the stream starts, and then I forgot to do that, so I got very drunk for the final half of the stream.
I went half. All of these were half portions, and I am still kind of like half. half portions of the booze.
True Team of Whiskey Nick. Also, hi,
Learn
Jeff's
from my
mom.
mistakes.
Good to see
Hi.
you. For sure. And good
Sorry,
to see
Rose.
everybody.
Sorry, I should have texted you.
We'll also be doing the Money Pit tomorrow night, of course.
Yum.
Regular streams as usual this week, which is nice.
Ooh. And hey, before you start the money pit, we'll have Lady Death Squad, and we're starting a new game. We're doing Gang Beasts.
Cool. What's that?
How fun is that going to be? Gang Beasts? You haven't played it?
I might have. It sounds familiar.
It's wacky. Like, the characters can't control their arms or legs very well, so you're kind
Ah.
of just like a fumbly bumbly little mess, and it's pretty fun.
Will any women be playing in the Money Pit? Hopefully. We'll
Yeah.
see.
And then we'll join you post haste.
Nice. Love the raid.
I'm excited
from
for a
you
new
guys.
game. Valheim's awesome, but this is going to be a total change of pace
Yeah.
and very fun with the crew.
Nice. How far did you guys get, like, late game in Valheim, or you just been kind
Oh
of...
yeah, there's one more boss. We just didn't go fight it. We'll make a big deal about it. at
Carly, you
some
should
point.
try
We'll take a
Rubber
break.
Bandits. Very simple style of goofy party play. Party
Yeah,
game.
I think
Oh,
I've
yeah.
actually seen it, or it's on my like sale watch or something.
I did win
Oh,
last week.
Holden,
It
did
was
you
fun.
win?
Yeah, Money Pit. Yeah,
I didn't
that was
know.
nice. Total comeback too. I was like way behind, and then just had one of those crazy quiplashes in the final round. It's so nice when it all clicks in, and you write down like an actual, genuinely funny answer, and everyone has to, against their will, vote for it. I guess if they knew it was mine, they might not. Anyone playing old school RuneScape? Yes, I believe Puppet Jared is. Jake Young's. Yeah, and I won $169.69, which is
Yahoo!
fantastic. Oh, okay. Jake OVRS says yes, sir. Big RuneScape gamer here. Oh,
Ooh.
fantastic. There you go.
There's RuneScape right there. RS.
Nice.
Listening.
I am consumed by Elden Ring. It's all I give a fuck about. But soon will end, sadly enough. At least the first playthrough. What's cool about it is we go into New Game Plus. We start another build. We just, I think I'm going to spec into Magic and Arcane and Faith and get that shit going, so it should be good. Unreal Tournament or GTFO, unbelievable. All right, how do we close this thing out? I see Art Smackdown went live. I am, floundering at this point to even fill up the last few minutes of this stream. I've just got way too drunk, way too early. Yeah,
You
what
want
do
to
you got?
do another song?
Yeah, let's close it out with a final song, Carly. Do you want to do it for us? Do you want to give us one last one in honor of
I'll
Unreal Play
hustle
Video
and
Games?
make it happen. I just don't know what to make it be.
Yeah, whatever. So someone's going to take us out with a bang in honor of Unreal Play Video Games' incredible donation. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I got
I
the
can
blood
do a
katana.
Dua
I hate
Lipa
Twitch. I just
song
need
pretty
this
easy.
respec in order to be
It's
able to
fine.
use it. I also want to try that Moonveil katana.
Moonveil. I don't really play video games, says, of course. I hate Twitch, says Eye of the Tiger. That's going to be a weird one for me. However,
Choose whatever you want, Carly. Whatever. Some Will Smith. We already did a Will Smith song, please. Let's do a Chris Rock song.
nah. I do
song about
karaoke every
eating.
Thursday on my channel, which I will give some rando songs out a try. In fact, I'm just shuffling these days, which is insane. Where I shuffle a list of about 500 songs and see how it goes. I think Dua Lipa would be a fun little tough enough,
Sure.
but pretty fun.
All right, close this up with the track. I think Chris Rock has some songs.
I don't know. I don't think so. Not that I know. I'm going with this because I made a decision. Yeah, Dua Lipa's always pretty fun. She really is. I'm not very poppy, but I do like her very much. I'm talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Out of my mind, out of my mind. I wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. Too many times. My love, he makes me feel like nobody else. Nobody else. Oh, but my love, he doesn't love me, so I tell myself, 1, don't pick up the phone. You know he's only calling because he's drunk and alone. 2, don't let him in. You'll have to kick him out again. 3, don't be his friend. You know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And if you're under him, you ain't getting over him. I got news, I count 'em. I got news, I count 'em. I gotta tell him to myself. I got new rules, I count 'em. I gotta tell them to myself. Keep pushing forwards, but he could pull me backwards. Nowhere to turn, nowhere to turn. Now I'm standing back from it. I finally see the pattern. I never learn. But my love, he doesn't love me, so I tell myself. I do. 1, don't pick up the phone. You know he's only calling because he's drunk and alone. 2, don't let him in. You'll have to kick him out again. 3, don't be his friend. You know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And if you're under him, you ain't getting over him. I got new rules, I count 'em. I got new rules, I count 'em. I gotta tell them to myself. I got new rules, I count 'em. I gotta tell them to myself. Practice makes perfect, so I'm still trying to learn it by heart. I kind of forget this part, darn it. Eat, sleep, and breathe it, rehearse it, and repeat it, there it is. 1, to pick up the phone. You know he's only calling because he's drunk and alone. 2, don't let him in. You'll have to kick him out again. 3, don't be his friend. You know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And if you're under him, you ain't getting over him. I got new rules, I count 'em. And I got new rules, I count 'em. I gotta tell them to myself. I got no rules, I count 'em. Baby, I count 'em. I gotta tell them to myself. Don't let him in, don't let him in. Don't be his friend, don't be his friend. Don't let him in, don't let him in. No. Don't be his friend, don't be his friend. Don't. Getting over him.
Yeah! My first favorite Dua Lipa song. Great stuff. Carly, thank you again for joining me. Carly and Jeff, we are done with this stream. I'm going to play the closing video, and we're going to get out of here. We'll be back with more CockTails a couple weeks from now. Thank you again, guys. Here, we're raiding Art Smackdown. Stick around for the raid, please, everybody. You're not going to miss it. Hey, you're not going to want to miss it. It's Kyle Kopp is on tonight, so please. Oh, Kyle Kopps are awesome. All right, here we go. We're raiding, and here's the theme. Bye, guys. Say goodbye, Jeff. Goodbye, Carly.
Bye.
Hell yeah.
What's wrong with you? Why?
Take care,
I brought
everybody.
your song to celebrate you.
Twitch.tv/Carl's Bad Speed, by the way. Check that out.
Thanks.
Carly, Jeff, anything you want to promote?
I want to promote happiness.
Hell yeah, please.
Yahoo!
World peace. No slaps on stage.
Yes.
CockTails.
That's a good one, too.
Woo! With Jeff and Holden. Carly, CockTails. Woo! With Jeff and Holden. Carly, CockTails. Woo! With Jeff and Holden. Making cocktails for you. Making you laugh. Making you blue. CockTails. CockTails. Woo! With Jeff and Holden. CockTails. Woo! With Jeff and Holden. Holden and Carly and Jeff and Carly. Good night, everybody! All right. Whew.
Well, that's enough of that.
That one, God, I have not had one of those in a while.
Drunk.